click on go live here. Let's make sure it works on Twitch. Hopefully. Yep, we are live. It looks like it is working. Oh, okay. Gonna get off that screen. Okay, so joined today with, the what do you want to call yourself, Matt? The off meta king, the Florida Spice,
The
right?
Spice King.
The Spice King, the Spice
And after
King,
Florida, I'm gonna be called the Spice God.
the Spice God. All right. So if we take a look at their teams, so we want to take a look at. So let's take a look from what are some like trends that you're noticing. Any interesting teams that kind of stand out to you? I like Lola Harda having the Honchkrow is pretty nice.
I
Um,
love Honchkrow.
we see Heracross on Holden's team, also pretty interesting. So lots of a lot of we see also Fun Gym bringing the Obama Snow, which I think is always interesting. We're seeing a lot of Cloyster. Like, what do you think of Cloyster in this cup?
So I was testing out Cloyster, I think Thursday on Taco Stream, and that was actually my first time playing with it. And I can see the appeal to it. It's actually really tanky. It takes, even though it only has like 90 HP, average 95 HP. It's been pretty tanky, and it can take a couple of charge moves, even without the icy wind debuff.
Yeah, no,
So
for sure.
I can see the appeal.
For sure. No, I think it's definitely an excellent Pokemon. So we're gonna be streaming table in round one. We're gonna be streaming table three, then two, then one. We're gonna stream table three from Holden's side. So if we take a look at Holden's team versus Pass's team, what do you think? What are you liking on Holden, for example?
So I like the Heracross. Honestly, a lot of things cannot answer. Like a lot of things does answer Heracross, which is the flying types. But it's just Heracross with counter damage just does so much, and it's really good. And it even resists the Mud Boys too. So it resists
Yeah,
the ground typing. So
Heracross
it's
might be a
really
little
good.
hard to use against this team because the first four Pokemon are pretty decent counters, like Wigglytuff, Altaria, Charizard, and Bronzong. But it performs pretty well against Swampert, and then as well will absolutely destroy Cloyster. And if it's able to farm down a Cloyster, any of these four other supposed counters are still gonna take a lot of damage from like multiple close combats. Um, so if you are going to run Heracross, what are you looking from Holden's side to protect the Heracross? Given that there are four counters, what are
So
you
you're
liking?
using Probopass to deal with the Wigglytuff and Altaria,
And even
and
the
then you're
Charizard.
gonna yeah, and the Charizard. I keep thinking I know fire does neutral damage, but I just
Those.
have my brain loaded on the actual games, and
Yeah,
Charizard does beat out Probopass.
yeah,
Um, so Probopass can beat out Altaria. Well, walls down Altaria, can wall down the Wigglytuff, and will have to deal some damage to Charizard. But that is already getting rid of basically three of the four counters to Heracross.
for sure.
And then you can have Shiftry to take care of both Bronzong and Swampert, and as
Yeah.
well as Cloyster if you really wanted to.
I'm actually kind of liking Frostlass on Holden's team. Like with energy, it can basically beat anything on Pass's team, right?
Yeah,
Right. It's it,
Avalanche just hits everything for at least neutral.
yeah, except for the Cloister, but has that Shadow Ball, which will do a ton. And if he can call the Hydro Pump, it's gonna be pretty big. Um, what do you like on Pass's side versus Holden?
I think Cloyster is a really good safe lead. It's able to get ice like only Shiftry and Swampert will both beat out Cloyster to a neutral or super effective fast move.
Yeah,
But apart from that, Cloyster can come in as a safe lead and just icy win whatever it wants down, or not just get 3 or 4 ice shards in, which means once it comes back in, it would just need 2 more ice shards to get an icy win. then swap out to whatever he needs to counter. Wigglytuff is also a good lead with only Probopass resisting it. So I wouldn't be surprised if Pantanura either starts off with Cloyster or Wigglytuff.
Yeah, yeah. The Cloyster does have to be careful of the Probopass. Likely going to carry Rock Throw, which is going to deal super effective damage, and the Heracross. But it does, like, with that Icy Wind damage, it's going to be able to really nerf whatever Pokemon it's gonna encounter. So I think we're ready for the first match. So I think we're going to take a look at it from Holden's perspective. So whenever they're ready to battle, we're ready to take a look here. So it looks like Holden really liking that Frostlass, and I like that Frostlass as well. It's a pretty safe lead. It doesn't lose hard against any of Pass's Pokemon except for the Charizard, but still going to be able to put a lot of pressure onto it. So let's see how he's going to play it out. So here comes Frostlass
into Cloyster lead. All right, so we're both doing neutral. We're both doing not very effective damage with Cloyster being 4x resistant on Powder Snow. So it's immediate switch out to the Charizard.
And here comes.
Yeah, there you go. And that's what I was saying. Now Probopass, all it does is just farm it down.
Yeah, I wouldn't shield. This Blastburn's going to do a pretty decent chunk of neutral damage, but
yeah,
in some ways you want your Probopass to be a little bit lower health so you don't get farmed as much. So
and there is a Swampert.
And a lot of people are liking Swampert, but I like Swampert too. But definitely one of the big differences between Swampert and Wishcash is the bulk, right? Like, it's much more difficult to farm down a Probopass just because those rock throws and rock slides are going to do a lot of damage, which is what we end up seeing there. And we're going to see the very interesting, very good strategy by Holden by not waiting for the switch clock to come down, because now he's trapping this
Swampert with the Shift Tree.
Yeah.
Which I've done that a couple times too. Like, that's sometimes just so much better. I don't agree with this. I think you should have left the Shift Tree stay in, because this Frostlass is loaded up on so much energy that it can get off 2 avalanches, which would just faint down the Swampert.
Yeah. Or perhaps even just hitting a Leaf Blade to take down a shield, so that you can hit for the you can
effective.
Yeah. Or even the Shadow Ball shields down. But he's going to be able to likely draw the second shield. It's going to be...
Yeah.
But how much does a Leaf Blade do to a Cloyster?
It should almost KO it at that range.
Because he has it loaded, and he knows that this Swampert has almost 0 energy, so now you're going to take any Ice Shard damages here. He definitely needs to get to another Leaf Blade if this doesn't KO. Oh my gosh, okay. You called it. Almost KO'd. That's almost... It's
a no-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Cloyster does have a lot of bulk, but it just has like no HP, and Shift Tree just has a high attack.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So Holden able to take that first match. What do you think of the switch out? Do you think it was necessary, or do you think he should have stayed in that pretty neutral, like pretty even matchup?
I think he should have stayed in and have the Shift Tree take an Icy Wind. Well, shield an Icy Wind, then swap right back, then swap into the Frostlass, which means the Cloyster would be at 0 energy at that point, and Frostlass would be able to get 2 Shadow Balls. And then also the Shift Tree would have been able to give the Leaf Blade shield pressure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, so how do you think should Holden... Looks like he's adapting, anticipating a switch in the team, actually burning up a pretty different team.
I think Pansu is going to start with Wigglytuff this time, which I think Holden's also predicting because he's starting off with Probopass.
Yeah, he obviously wants the Cloyster, the Charizard, or the Wigglytuff, or even the Altaria, and he gets the Cloyster. This is not good. So expect to switch out into Swampert. Yeah, and then here
Swampert.
comes the Altaria.
Oh, into the Altaria? Come on. I
Oh
hate
man.
that. That is so annoying. The
Ugh.
switching, he's there. I even see it. He's there switching out for the past, what, 1.5 seconds?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's
but
a big difference.
it still worked out okay for Holden, right? Because they end up catching the Hydro Cannon as opposed
Onto the
to
Swampert.
likely
Yeah.
like it looks like this Swampert has Earthquake instead of Sludge Wave.
Sludge Wave.
Um, let's gonna see here. This is kind of risky because he's farmed up a decent amount of energy. Look, yeah, he definitely has Earthquake, or else he would have went for Sludge Wave at some point in time. Holden farming up pretty aggressively, understanding that this Cloyster is going to come in and going to be able to farm up this Altaria, and he wants to be able to put a charge move slash fast move pressure onto this Cloyster, which is why he farmed up and needs to get to the Sky Attack, and just barely
Does.
able to get to it. Unfortunately, missing quite a few bubbles there. Um,
I don't think
but
he was predicting the shield. I think that's why he wasn't doing the bubbles, because he was predicting the shield
yeah,
onto the Cloyster.
and this seemed a little early. I don't think it's going to be a Hydro Pump, but
It's an icy one for sure.
yeah, I'm just going to go for the nerf. And expecting the switch out, but no switch
So
out.
that is a rock throw fast move, by the way. It's not Spark.
Yeah, yeah, which I think is the more popular move set. It just wins you more matchups. And gonna go into Charizard. Yeah,
Oh,
this
that's
is
it.
this
That's
is
game.
GG. This is GG for Charizard. Yeah, this is not looking good. You just need to double shield, like he double Dragon Claws. Even a Dragon Claw wouldn't KO. So, he's just gonna go for the Blast Burn. Makes sense.
Went for the Blast Burn.
Yeah, and this is gonna be a wrap. And Holden taking game number 2 in table 3. So, wow. Okay. Uh, really great prediction. Really great coverage. Didn't even need to use the Swampert in the back. But yeah, go. I guess he brought in the Swampert in case like he decided to switch in Bronzon, for example, as opposed to switch on to Probopass. Likely that's what his thinking was.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Is that the Swampert there was there for the for the Bronzong,
Yeah,
since he didn't have an answer to Bronzong,
yeah.
basically.
All right, gonna lead Frostlass
Process
into Swamp.
Swampert.
So
So this is a neutral matchup for both of them, but Holden does not want that. He just wants to immediately go into the Heracross.
here comes
And there's the
Wigglytuff,
Wigglytuff.
and he needs to time this perfectly. He doesn't want to. He wants as many counters at full, and then as well as high defense as possible. Gets a shield, but not really too much more. So expect the Probopass to come in. Do you think this Wigglytuff can get to a charge move?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
That
right.
Wigglytuff. Yeah, there's a charge move. So that's either Ice Beam or Play Rough, which Propass doesn't care for.
Yeah, going for the play rough, going for a little bit more damage than the ice beam, and gonna
I
look.
think Holden is just trying to farm it down.
But it's pretty amazing how much charm still does even resisted. And obviously we're expecting the Swampert to come back in,
Yeah,
and
Swampert doesn't even need shield.
let's see
I
how
don't
much
think.
energy he has. Oh, he has enough for back to back. I think the Swampert did shield the first one, right?
Yeah, the Swampert shielded, so that
It
now
need
that means
it probably need to.
I'm sure other shields.
Oh, okay, I wouldn't shield here, or yeah, I wouldn't shield here. I'm gonna double shield on the Frostlass.
Yeah, so Process should get to Avalanche before he gets to another Hydro Cannon.
I
Oh,
know,
never
it
mind.
just barely gets to it, and that kind of makes sense. He wasn't quite. He had almost no energy, and likely this is on the second. Every even Hydro Cannon is only 4 turns, as opposed to every odd one is 5 for the most part, which is why he was able to beat him to it. And as well, he could add energy. And here comes Bronzon. Oh man,
Into the shadow ball, that should just almost OHKO it.
yeah, this is not going to be pleasant news for this Bronzon. And Holden calling, yeah. And the only thing you can hope for is that the confusions will do enough. But with the shield up, going to be able to farm down. Basically, after this side shot goes through, this Bronzon should be KO'd.
Yeah. Into he could have he just went for the powder snow farm down.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, very impressive play by Holden. You want to take a look at table 2 while they're setting up. So we have B has versus Fiati. I don't know.
Faheti?
Fahati. Yeah, okay.
I don't know either.
Okay, so B has using Shift Tree, Cloyster. I think he mislabeled the CP on his Cloyster. Wish Cash, knocked out Bronzon, Alolan Marowak, and then Fahati, Charizard, Shift Tree, Swampert, Altaria, Cloyster, Probopass. So what do you like on B has his team?
The Alolan Marowak is a what am I trying to say here? Like, Alolan Marowak is a very good choice. I don't see that in a lot of teams, but its Fire Ghost typing is actually pretty decent for this Cub, as well as the Bait Move Bone Club and Shuttle Ball for knockouts, and Fire Spin just lets it deal with the Steel types a lot better. The Noctowl is also an interesting matchup with it being such a good tank, and Wishcash too. It's like he has like 4 amazing tanks, and then 2 Pokemon. Well, 1 Pokemon that just does a bunch of damage, and then Cloyster, which is just there for the debuffs. So it makes everything else kind of tankier because of that.
Yeah, running. It's gonna be interesting. How much these like two? He has like Fatty has like 2 pretty big anti flyers in Cloyster and in Probopass. I'm wondering how much of that will scare off the Noctowl and what you potentially can bring, because I don't know. There's I guess the Bronzon, especially if it's running Rock Throw on the Probopass, which is likely. I guess the Bronzon can take care of both Cloyster and Probopass with its Steel typing, and then like Bulldoze and Psyshock. So potentially a pair there, but even Bronzon pretty scary to bring in considering they have Charizard, Shiftry, and Swampert. So this is going to be an interesting play, a pretty interesting team composition by Fiati. What do you like on Fiati's team?
I like the Charizard. There's actually a lot more Charizards in Monster Ball than I initially thought. So Charizard is like is a pretty decent
I think
answer
it's
to the Steel types, but it's really frail. So I don't think there's like a better Fire types in Alolan Marowak.
But I think this is like
Uh,
the Charizard, pretty interesting against his team. Against B has his team. I think that we can definitely see some Charizard play. Um, yeah, I think it's actually pretty good. I don't know what Cloyster Charizard matchup is like. I imagine in the Zero Shields Charizard wins, and as Charizard is doing super effective damage. But I'm not sure how much the Icy Wind debuff comes into, and how much Cloyster's high defense. We can take a look at that a little bit later. And even the Shift Tree is pretty interesting as well. Gonna have positive play against the Alolan Marowak, Bronzon, Wish Cash. Gonna go even against other opposing Shift Tree, and then the matchup is like I think is it a slight loss to Cloyster, or
what is?
Shift Tree Cloyster. How's that matchup?
I think Shiftry should beat out Cloyster.
Okay, all right.
Just because Ice Shard is doing, so every Ice Shard is doing about an eighth of an HP to Shiftry, while Shiftry gets 4 snarls into a Leaf Blade, which means it
Yeah,
takes
it's 3
Leaf Blade
snarls. Yeah, 3 snarls.
3 snarls. That's 1.5 plus 1.5 plus 1.5. That's 4.5 turns. It should be able to basically get to a second Leaf Blade by the time it almost gets KO'd by Ice Shard.
Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, let's see how these play out. Let's see if they're set up now. Looks like they're ready and set up. We're gonna see it from Behaz's perspective. So yeah, whenever they're ready to battle, let's see this battle. Looks like he's leading the Wish Cache, hoping to avoid the Shift Tree. And the Wish Cache looks pretty good. Just has to avoid one Pokemon. It can go 2 shields with Swampert and win the matchup. So we're gonna actually see the battle of the Mud Boys. So I think Swampert wins the 0 and the 1, and gonna switch out into Cloyster and gonna. Oh man, we're gonna see a Cloyster mirror match here, going straight for the debuffs. This is gonna take a while.
Yeah, there's no point in going for anything else.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're seeing double resisted moves going at it, but looks like this. Oh wow. Okay. I think at this point in time, this double debuff, man, how much of a threat is this Hydro Pump at this stage? Double debuff.
Hydro Pump should still hurt because Hydro Pump is just such a high base power move. But I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't shield the Hydro Pump because there's almost no point.
Oh, it does about the same as the 2 Icy Winds, right? After the double debuff, it looks like B has his. This is just an Icy Wind, so
there's no point in shielding.
Yeah. And then looks like B has is going to go for well, they're both just going for Icy Winds. Okay, all right. This is the matchup we want to see. This is the showdown, right? Like this is for all the clams, right?
Yeah, both people have shields. Are able to switch again.
You know what I like about this match is we can make as many puns as we want because this matchup's gonna take so long, right? They're both shelling out very minimal damage to each other, right?
I mean, it's a cool battle.
Yeah, it's a Cloyce battle, right? This is awful, but gonna go for the.
I don't know about you, but it was a chilling match.
Yeah,
the whole way through.
Exactly. Oh
this
man.
push is gonna fade to the Mud Bomb.
Yeah.
There's no point in serving Cloyster.
No point. And
back out to
B has actually playing that out pretty well. Looks like the double Icy Wind at the beginning was the play to debuff the Hydro Pump. Going for these Hydro Cannons still hurt after getting nerfed, and looking to QSA because he's gonna shield anyways, and looking for any energy advantage he can get. So immediately to the Mud Bomb, which is gonna be pretty big in this matchup, considering these are both 40 energy moves. Both generating 9 energies per turn, and expect the back to. Oh, not going for. Oh, gonna go. No way. Okay. Oh, if he gets it, that's huge.
Swampert is not shielding. There's no point in Swampert to shield.
Zero shields left. He doesn't have enough.
Unprotected. There you go.
And he's okay letting this go. I would definitely. Oh, he's not gonna let it go. Okay. What is he expecting in the back?
That means the Pro Pass in the back is a spark. Oh no, never mind. He doesn't have Pro Pass.
Oh, I'm not sure if I would have. The switch out into this Cloyster is basically just gonna get farmed now. These Ice Shards did very little damage after so many debuffs. But this basically he's gonna look for.
B has won this game for sure, because Noctowl can tank 3 Sky attacks, Alterius can tank 3 Sky attacks, and B
he has energy.
Has enough HP. I don't know about enough energy to get to
Blizzard,
but it has enough HP to get a Mud Bomb off to KO the Altaria.
I think this is still gonna be very close. This Wish Cache is pretty low. Remember, he shielded with almost no health left. So if he can get it within Mud Bomb range, which is pretty low, I doubt this. Let's see here. He's this is definitely this is definitely gonna be KO. He ended up losing that CMP. Was that CMP or the Dragon Breath afterwards?
That was CMP for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Wish Cache.
Able to take it out. Wow. I actually think conserving that Wish Cache was a mistake. I think that shield would have been a little bit more valuable afterwards.
Oh, we almost went down to timer too.
Oh yeah,
Wait,
which the
second
Wish Cash would
best.
have won anyway. So, GG, really well played by B has. One small thing that I noticed that B has did was he QSA'd or he doubled up on his knocked out, even though it was his last Pokemon. The Dragon Breath damage is doing so much because he needed every single. He actually came into that matchup against Altaria at an energy disadvantage because Altaria fainted down the cloister. So wow, it's a very impressive play by Has. Looking for any advantage he could get. I do think like the shield, shielding the Wish Cash was like, I'm not really sure what he was hoping to necessarily get out of that.
I think he was hoping whatever was in the back um, was weak to Wish Cash, or at least Wish Cash can kind of tank it so that it can go for either another Mud Bomb or a Blizzard. Maybe. I doubt the Blizzard, but I'm pretty sure he was going to try to get the Mud Bomb spam on
Yeah,
whatever else
hoping
was in the back.
hoping that it was going to be Pro Pass in the back. No, yeah, I totally.
So Behaz is either predicting a Shift Tree or a Swampert lead again, because he's leading with the Shift Tree.
Let's see how.
Also, Wing Attack's energy gain is actually pretty good. Like, it's surprisingly good for what it is.
Yeah, for sure.
I've gotten in shock where I've had Altaria versus the Noctowl, and the Noctowl got two Sky Attacks before my Altaria got to two Sky Attacks.
So okay, so how do you like playing out this matchup? We're gonna see if it's gonna be Spark or Rock Throw.
So this is
Oh,
the
it's
Spark
actually it's a
variant,
Spark variant. Wow, okay, a very
which
uncommon
Shift Tree
variant.
wins this.
Very uncommon
So this is a
variant.
Rock Slide or a Magna Bomb.
Yeah, Rock Slide would be the better move.
Yeah.
And then going.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it does QSA. So gonna look to get every advantage you can get, and these sparks are being resisted and they don't do very much damage. The thing is, like, he has to be a little bit careful, um, especially
So
since.
he has to shield this Rock Slide again. Or now he's going to take a
Oh,
good... Oh,
Magnet
Magna
Bomb. Okay, yeah. So I think that's a mistake there. Magnet Bomb, they're both stab and both 45 energy, but
Is
but
Rock Slide just slightly more
it's slightly better.
damage?
It's slightly better than Magnet Bomb. So I could see gonna go. Man, these QSAs paid off huge. He just did 4 charge moves in the face of Bronzon, just doing 2. Oh no, not Bronzon,
Pro Pass.
Pro Pass. But gonna look for the farm down.
Into the next... Ooh, another Leaf Blade.
The thing is, like, people are so squeamish on their Charizard. We're gonna see whether or
That's
not
going to be
this
into shields.
no shield.
Oh,
Okay,
no shield.
huge call, but still did a pretty decent chunk. This Charizard is down 40% of its health. What do you come knocked
Knocked
out?
out.
Yeah,
I mean,
knocked out.
Cloister. It's going to be a Cloister switch in.
Oh, gonna go Cloister. Wow.
And it's going to shield the Blast Burn.
Let's see if this is gonna be a bait. Oh, it's just gonna be a blast burn.
Yeah, because that Charizard, the Charizard cannot go for the bait right now. The Charizard has to go for Blast Burn. He has to, Faheti knows he's on the, he's on the back end, so he knows he has
He's
to go
gonna.
for those high risk.
Oh man. Okay, that's a huge play. Like tanking the blast burn. It's still gonna do a lot of damage, but this is a reduced blast burn into Charizard. Into Noctowl instead of wow. What does he have in the back that's so weak to?
It might be Altaria again.
Is Shiftry? No, Cloister. Oh,
No,
he has a
it was
Cloister.
Cloister.
Wow, why no counter switch right away?
I think Faheti knows he basically lost his match. Yeah, and then there's another Sky Attack before he gets to Icy Wind, which the Sky Attack should KO the Cloister at this range.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Faheti had to go for... He knew that he was on the back end that round, so he had to go for those high-risk blast burns. Even I would do that too, because
Well,
I know that I need to trip up my opponent to have him not shield.
I think yeah, for sure. But I think the play would have been the immediate switch out, the immediate counter switch into like what does B has necessarily have to punish. I guess it would if it was like Bronzon or even a Alolan Marowak. He does have some counterplay that hadn't come out yet, but not the. I think having some self control and not hitting the blast burn, especially debuff, would have been more. It would have been either more valuable to hit the Noctowl not debuff coming back in later, or saving it for the Cloyster. And if he came into the Cloyster, even at like a little bit of an energy disadvantage, not that big of an energy disadvantage, then he would have been able to either like Icy Wind and seriously take the Noctowl down to low health in the Charizard farm and then Blast Burn then. So there was a win condition, but B has played it really well and put pressure onto his opponent.
Yeah, I think that Charizard should have been saved, but
It's tough in the
yeah,
moment. I've done it so many times. Gonna look to QSA, and
so we have the Noctowl versus Altaria lead. Both really, really tanky Pokemon in this league. Not only here in Fusion, but also just overall very tanky Pokemon. So we're gonna see two Sky attacks, one from Noctowl, one from Altaria, and they both shielded each Sky attack.
so in this matchup, like most of the time, Noctowl is at the charge move, but does get fainted down by the Dragon Breath. But Bihaz did QSA, so we're gonna see if that QSA is gonna ultimately pay off. If he's gonna be able to get to the Sky attack before fainting, it's gonna be
I
very
know
close. It's gonna be oh,
it's
he's
gonna
able
be
to get to it. Wow. And basically survives with like no HP. And if this Altaria shields, then this Noctowl is going to faint basically right away. But able to win that advantage. And that's how close this matchup is between Noctowl and Altaria. Because he QSA'd, he was able to win that matchup, which is not something very typical. So in this matchup, Charizard versus Wishcash. Wishcash does have to. So Charizard has to land the Blast Burn. That's obvious. All right, and then the Wishcash actually can't double Blizzard if.
this should be Blastburn.
Oh
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
that's just straight up.
So he needs to call the bait correctly. So if Fahati doesn't shield this, then this Charizard is going to win this matchup. Oh wow. Okay.
So Charizard's gonna win this.
And he's going to go for another Mud Bomb.
Which fast he's gonna be shielding,
Yeah.
being scared of Blizzard.
Oh no
No?
shield! Wow, that is
Wow.
a crazy. Wow. This Wishcash is like, okay, you want a mud
All right.
bomb? We're gonna take mud bombs.
Fahadzi's definitely shielding this one.
Yeah,
There we go.
end up in a
And this
CMP tie.
this
This
is both Blastburn or Dragon Claw. Either
probably
or,
I
I
think
think.
Dragon Claw. Oh, he's gonna go for Blast Burn. That's a huge play.
Wow.
I think a Dragon Claw would have been enough. Would have been better because then he could have farmed down afterwards. And now this Cloyster has a shield and a ton of energy. And now we're gonna end up against a Probopass, but this Probopass is gonna get hit by a Hydro Pump.
Which isn't gonna KO Probopass. It's gonna do a good chunk of damage, but it's not gonna KO it.
Do you think like oh my
Yeah.
gosh, wow, okay, that did a huge amount. Um
Yeah, so he's gonna be shielding this. Actually, I think Probopass is gonna be able to get to.
why is he magnet
Oh,
bombing? He should be
well, it
rock
doesn't
slide.
matter because it's both the
Yeah,
same energy.
yeah, he's gonna shield
I
anyways.
think
And
Probopass
this
should be getting to Rock Slide before he
really,
gets to.
wow, really,
Oh wow.
why is that really? Because it should be six turns to the rock slide, is it not? Like 45 divided by 8 rounds up to 6, and then the I guess it's for because he did a hydro pump. Well, let's think about this. He got to 80 energy to hydro pump. He has 5 energy left, and icy wind is 45. So oh, I guess it was probably a CMP tie then, because then he would
Yeah,
be
have
4 ice shards away, which was the same as 6 turns, like 6 seconds. So it ended up actually in a tie. So B has able to sweep. In the future when CMP is resolved by that attack stat, I think Cloyster would end up winning that matchup. So, you know, It works
Cloister,
better.
Cloister has a much higher attack stat
Yeah,
than
yeah,
Crobat.
yeah.
What
Okay, so now we're gonna look at the much anticipated table one matchup. So Mudkip versus Alola Hardock. Okay, let's take a look at this team. Okay, so Mudkip running Swampert, Venusaur, Bronzong, Wishcash, double Mud Boys, Altaria, and Alolan Sandslash. Alolan Sandslash really fallen off from the initial meta, at least from my perspective. And then Alola Hardock running Altaria, Cloyster, Honchkrow, Wigglytuff, Probopass, and Swampert. What are you liking on Mudkip's team?
So Mudkip has to always bring in Swampert because it's just that's Mudkip's favorite Pokemon.
Yeah,
So I was not surprised that he brought in Swampert.
yeah, fair
Uh,
enough.
Venusaur is an interesting choice. I've kind of seen it every now and then. Um, Bronzong and Wishcash, Altaria, they're all three standard Pokemon that can basically beat the meta. And then Lone Sandslash is pretty good. The Ice Steel typing is it's actually pretty bulky in terms of what it resists in this cup. But or any fire or fighting type moves would just destroy it.
Yeah, Alola Harda doesn't have fire or fighting. So it might see some play. We're gonna see interesting. We're seeing double Mud Boys versus double Flyers, and very much contrast of styles. But no grass. Kind of like you might even see like double Mud Boy play. You know what I mean? Like I think that's a pretty viable strategy. There's not too
Yeah.
much that can punish this double Mud Boy. Obviously, Cloyster are going to be able to beat both Swampert and Wishcash, so you want to bring something that can potentially take that out. But Wishcash, Swampert going to be both safe switches, so I definitely think like Double Mud Boy is a viable strategy, and like coming two tanks, gonna be you're gonna have to be wary and bring in Honchkrow and Altaria in the right situation. I think what do you like better, Altaria or Honchkrow, if you were to pick one of the Flyers to play against Mudkip?
So I'm looking at Mudkip at Mudkip and Alola's team. So like Mudkip, I wouldn't be surprised if he brings in Alolan Sandslash, the Swampert, and the Venusaur. So that answers most of Alola's teams. And then I wouldn't be surprised if Alola brought in Honchkrow, as Honchkrow beats out both Bronzong and Venusaur. And Wigglytuff, because only three Pokemon resist Wigglytuff. But Wigglytuff is good against the double Mud Boy strategy,
But
and a Swampert for overall tank or general switching.
I think it's the thing is like Swampert. Typically, people carry Sludge Wave now. So like if you end up shielding the Hydro Cannon, you're gonna get Sludge Waved in the one shield matchup, which will leave like Swampert at not ton of health, but like enough health to potentially get off another Hydro Cannon, especially since there's no grass to punish. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at this matchup. Looks like we're seeing it from Alola's perspective. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, that's Alola's because she's the one that has the Cloister.
Cloister, yeah. Cloister, I like. Has to be weary of the Bronzong, but that's
And the Venusaur.
in the Venusaur, but still gonna be able to punish the Venusaur quite a bit. And gonna be able to like nerf bringing Venusaur is possible against this team, but double Flyers always makes it pretty weary. So, all right, I'm gonna.
So so she brought the three Pokemon that I was predicting: the Swampert, the Honchkrow, and the Wigglytuff. But I thought she might have led with the Honchkrow, but instead she leads out with Swampert.
Yeah, it's not a great matchup right now. So
No, it is not. And she has Earthquake instead of Sludge Wave on her Swampert.
yeah, which is gonna play a little bit better against the Bronzong. Gonna build up a little bit of energy, and then here comes Wishcash. Wishcash a little slow on the switch out. So
It's gonna take a good chunk of damage from Charm.
the thing. Yeah, let's
So
see.
Wigglytuff is definitely shielding this Mud Bomb. Oh, she
No
just decides the
shield.
Mud Bomb
Look,
go through.
let's see here. You gotta tap furiously. Oh man, unfortunately not able to. I don't know. Like, how do you like to play that out? I potentially would have maybe not shielded because you survived the mud bomb, and then you can get off a charge move regardless.
I don't
Um,
think you should get off. Wigglytuff is one of those Pokemon that you just should not get a charge move off. You much rather just get the fast moves because right here she could have charmed it down,
I think
and because she let that
I
play
think
rough go through,
you don't think
that gave
this Wigglytuff survives. This Wigglytuff
yeah,
survives
the
is
Wigglytuff survives the Mud
gonna be able
Bomb.
to charm down. Wow, really? Okay, very. That's a very good switch in. But this Altaria has quite a bit of. Oh man, what it must have something very weak to charm in the back as well. What else could it be though? What like there's nothing on Mudkip's team that would
No, I think you just saw that the what's it called? The oh my god, the Wigglytuff was such low enough HP that it didn't really matter. It would only be taking 2 charms.
that's a lot
So
of
I
damage
think that
though.
Altaria,
I think that's still a lot of damage. We're gonna see how this plays out. Gonna be Venusaur. I would have thought Venusaur would have been a much better. Unfortunately, because this Honchkrow is carrying Snarl as opposed to like, Air Slash. I'm not sure what its other flying move is. Um, it does take the Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant would still hurt.
there you go,
Um,
and that's Sky Attack. So she should be able to get to 2 Sky Attacks.
oh man, is this Sludge Bomb gonna KO?
No, the Surge Bomb's gonna do a good chunk, but it's not gonna KO it. Oh, it does
Oh
KO.
my gosh, it's so glassy.
Oh wow,
It's so
I thought
glassy. Oh my gosh.
wow, I thought I was gonna get more
Oh,
HP.
oh god, that was that's like a wow. Okay.
Oh man.
Ugh.
I thought Honchkrow was gonna be a little bit more tankier and take that one Surge Bomb and then
Oh
fire off 2
man,
Sky Attacks, but I was wrong.
that was a oh man that was But coming to Venusaur and Altaria, putting a lot of pressure onto. That's why I think the Cloister play makes a lot of sense.
You mean leading with Cloister?
Having Cloister in the team of three, like even like potentially safe switching into Cloister, and then even if you want to use the Honchkrow, like you safe switch into Cloister, and if they counter switch into Bronzong, you can still debuff, come with Honchkrow, farm down, because like you're gonna be double resisting the confusions and whatnot, right? So like what I mean, like there's a play there. I feel like there's some sort of play there, right? If he comes in with a lone sand slash, then that'll be pretty bad. But I think there's some play where you sack the Cloister, debuff it, come in with Honchkrow, load up with a ton of energy, fire off these charge moves, put a lot of shield pressure, and then hopefully your Pokemon in the back can win with a shield advantage.
Yeah, like the Cloister, because the Ice you when debuff, it allows things like Honchkrow to farm. It's gonna be a Honchkrow versus the Altaria lead.
Ooh, this is actually a very interesting matchup. Um,
Altaria wins this. I know that for a fact. The Altaria wins out the Honchkrow. Uh, the Honchkrow versus Altaria matchup, the Altaria wins, even if it doesn't shield the Sky Attack. Alola has to switch out.
well, the thing is, like, let's see here. If this is CMP tie, this is very fortunate for her. This would be the most ideal scenario. Gonna go into Wigglytuff. Oh, looking to KO. Oh, here comes Bronzong. Okay, this is
Yeah,
very bad. I think this is the
this is
strategy.
why the
I think the strategy would have worked. Like if she would have instantly switched to Cloister, would have baited out the Bronzong, which was going to be weak to both her Pokemon in the back, and then farm up with Honchkrow later on because it double resists all of Bronzong's moves. Right? What is Bronzong going to do to a Honchkrow? But now it's like in a bad situation. So I think the into switch into Cloister would have been would have been the better play. Does have, I think you come in Honchkrow.
Yeah, you come in with Honchkrow, and this Bronzong has both Psyshock and Bulldoze ready, and she has to shield the Psyshock because Psyshock is gonna KO the Honchkrow at this range.
Yeah, this is nah.
And so Bronzong has Psyshock right now.
No,
Oh,
able to
Bronzong
KO.
faints with the Psyshock.
So I think you throw the Sky Attack right away, or
Yeah, it's the Altaria. Oh, it's
oh
the
oh, there's lag. There's lag. I
there's
think.
lag.
Oh
Yeah, there you go.
no,
Yeah,
no.
that lag
I
because
think
she was gonna be
replay.
able to get the foul play off
I think
if she
replay.
didn't lag.
Yeah, for sure. Or the Sky Attack, one of the two. I'm not. It's hard to say if she would have clicked foul play onto that. She's still lagging. Okay.
Yeah,
I think we definitely see a. We're gonna see a rematch right now. Um, let's see Honchkrow onto the Sand Slash. Oh
the
man.
Dark Pulse would do a ton of damage.
Yeah, not foul play.
Easily
Dark
take it to
Pulse.
half HP.
Yeah, over half. It does over half. Is that going to be enough to necessarily win out the match? Maybe actually, but the thing is, this Altaria has a lot of energy in the back. So
I think uh I think Mudkip would have won that one anyways.
it's hard to say because Cloyster does win in all shields, and actually even wins down a shield. I think that's a replayable matchup. That's not a guaranteed win.
I mean, so the Altaria already had full energy. So the only hope that Alola had at this point was if the Alone Sand Slash did not shield the Hydro Pump.
Yeah, which is not totally far fetched. Like there's certainly some play. Um,
But then at that point, Cloyster cannot shield. Cloyster has to save the shield for the Altaria, which once Altaria comes in, it gets Sky Attack off. But in the meantime, Sand Slash will be able to get the two bulldozes. We were able to bulldoze twice.
yeah, but even two bulldozes like after an icy wind debuff doesn't KO. So we'll see what they decide. I think a rematch. I think Mudkip had the advantage going in, but I don't think it was a guaranteed win. Like could easily. We're not talking about like you know like a very straightforward matchup. Like I think there's still some play, but I think at this stage you have to. Let's see what she does. Let's see if she potentially plays this out a little bit differently. But the closer with the, I don't know, like if you land a Hydro Pump on the Bronzong, you could flip it. So
See, I think she's trying to switch out earlier into the
Cloyster, yeah, and then
I think I would have switched into the Wigglytuff.
So here
I would have done the same thing and switched into the Wigglytuff.
But there's some potential play here. So if this Hydro Pump lands, it's GG. Man, I think it survives. Doesn't it survive the Psyshock there or no?
It does it should do about maybe 15%, and Cloyster needs that HP. So no shield into the Bronzong, and that is game changing.
Is this
right
gonna
there.
KO before the Psyshock comes through? Oh my gosh, that was. Oh man, it surprised with like 1 HP. That was if that would have KO'd. Wow, that would have been game changing because it would have had. Yeah, now this matchup is pretty much.
Yeah, on Alola's side right now.
Oh, you think it's a Lola side?
Yeah, because now she's so.
But here,
gonna switch into
to the
Altaria.
Oh,
again.
why into the Altaria though?
Because
okay.
Mudkip knows he needs to save the Alolan Sand Slash for the Wigglytuff.
Yeah, fair enough. I wouldn't be surprised to see a sack switch. Yeah, it makes total sense.
So this is one Sky Attack. She should be about a Snarl away, 1 or 2 Snarls away from another Sky Attack. 1, 2 into the next Sky Attack, which Mudkip is gonna shield.
Yeah, and this is pretty much over. This is 2 shields, right? He's just gonna let it
Oh,
go.
Mudkip doesn't shield.
It makes sense, right? Because he's just gonna farm it down, right?
Yeah, that's game.
She needed.
Get my Mudkip side.
Oh, that would have been huge, though. Well, I guess the thing is that the lone sand slash is still a problem, but is a little bit less of a problem when it gets debuffed, right? Like, likely the lone sand slash comes in to meet the cloister, um, or like I actually think maybe the play was not to shield the. I'm gonna take a look here. Cloister Bronzon. I think the play might have been not to shield the not
For
to
a side shock?
not to shield the side shot. Go for the hydro pump and then farm up with let it take it out and then farm up with a little bit more energy on
The Honchkrow?
Honchro side and put shield pressure on. Um, so
Yeah, I think you're right. She should just let the Cloister faint so that the Honchkrow can start farming on the energy against Bronzong.
yeah, that is a tough matchup, right? Like with the Alolan Sand that lead is tough to overcome because the Alolan Sand Slash is so good. But yeah, it was a tough play. Even I think the right idea, but there was lots of things that could have potentially turned around that match. But
So she's predicting on Mudkip's Altaria lead that Mudkip decided to lead twice. I wouldn't be surprised if Mudkip is now leading with either Bronzong or Alolan Sandslash. Since he did lead with Altaria twice, which means he has conditioned his opponent that Mudkip likes to lead with Altaria.
yeah, no, absolutely.
Let's see. So Lola's going again with Wigglytuff, Honchkrow, and Cloister. It's a very interesting trio. Oh, so it's Wigglytuff against Swampert.
We haven't seen what second charge move this Swampert has, but this matchup can be played a couple different ways. If the Sludge Wave gets shielded, right, or Hydro Cannon bait, let's see how it's gonna play out. Oh, gets shielded, and this is actually a very bad for this Swampert because it's not gonna be able to. Is it gonna get? There's no way it gets to a Sludge Wave, does it?
No, this has to be Hydro Cannon.
Has to be Hydro Cannon. Let's see. Yeah, and then
there you go.
Gonna be able to win, and then but the thing is like depends on what comes in. If it's gonna be able to punish and put a shield pressure on. Oh, here comes. Okay, looks like a little bit of lag, but
Mudkip just lost the confusion.
Yeah, this is still gonna. It looks like they're lagging on both sides right now. Let's see. Yeah, these charms are still gonna do quite a bit.
Yeah, charm just always hurts.
Oh man, yeah, does so much. But the thing is, now you can come in. Man, let's see how glassy. Immediate switch out into. Well, okay. I think there's a couple ways you can play that.
Yeah, I think you could have left the Honchkrow a little bit longer against the Wishcash.
Yeah, I potentially would have even. Oh man, goes for the blizzard. That's
immediate blizzard.
That's so nasty. The thing is, like, the Swampert has such a good matchup against the Bronzon didn't fire off a charge move though, so it has a lot of energy, which like Swampert would not appreciate two side shocks. So really conserving these shields. Oh, looks like they're lagging.
So Alola knows she needs to save the shield for the Honchkrow. Unless she decides to shield here. No, so she is saving that last shield for the Honchkrow.
Yeah, and then all you have to do is avoid this blizzard, right?
Yeah, so she's going immediately for the Sky Attack. Doesn't want to snarl a little bit longer. So this Wishcat should be shielding it. Yeah. Which means Mudkip is going to go for the blizzard. Yeah, Mudkip.
Oh man, that was a nice play. But how much is this gonna matter? That was a really nice play by Mudkip, calling that, but it still does a lot.
I
And
think at that point, what Alola should have done was under tap the sky attack.
undercharged it. But then yeah, I guess like you don't really care. Let's see here.
You would
Oh
undercharge it so that you can farm down the Bronzong with Snarl, so that you can sky attack back to back against the Wishcash.
man, Honchkrow coming in clutch, able to take game number 3. Mudkip able to take the round, but we saw some really nice play of Honchkrow. Honchkrow, an absolute wall to Bronzong. It scared us so much that it didn't even want to fire off a charge move. So
That's why I love Honchkrow. That thing just with Snarl and sky attack and foul play, it's basically Umbreon.
yeah, that
Because
was
it just gets out the charge move. Like, basically, you saw it was like 3 or 4 Snarls, sky attack, and then after that, it's like 3 Snarls for every single sky attack
yeah,
and foul play.
it's amazing. It's awesome. I like it a lot. Dark Pulse, yeah. I don't know if we keep saying foul play, but that was on me.
Oh, it's foul play? Dark Pulse.
That was me because I'm so used to Snarl and foul play on Umbreon, but it's actually Dark Pulse, which is five more energy, but a lot more damage. So we're gonna see these rounds being updated. Likely we're gonna see who we're gonna see pair up.
So we might see Mudkip with Bergie, Hayes with Gary.
Yeah, I think we'll see.
I think that's how it is now, is it not?
Is that how it goes? I thought it'd be like who gets paired down when it's five winners.
I don't know. I think Holden might be paired down
Yeah.
since he is the lowest of the 5 winners.
Well, he's the third. He's
sure.
third. He's third on the winners. He's third ranked, right? So I think he gets paired down because he's in the middle. So I think it'll be Mudkip, Gary, has Vergi. We'll find out right now.
Yeah, we just found out right now. So it's has versus Gary.
Yeah.
Oak 620. has versus Vergi.
So holding up
versus Alola.
Yeah.
Tahiti versus Funjim, and Pensanora versus Navy Flash.
Okay, perfect. So I guess we're gonna see. Let's see from Holden's perspective versus Alola, and then we'll see has next, then Mudkip. If that makes sense, I'm sure they can hear me. Actually, I gotta turn this screen here. Okay, all right. Let me just move this over here. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at Holden versus Alola. Obviously, we just saw our team. How does it compare against Holden's team?
So the Heracross beats out the Honchkrow.
Oh, because
doing counter damage.
Yeah, neutral and as well as taking resisted damage from Snarl. Oh, that's a very good observation. This Heracross actually looks pretty decent. Gonna be able to beat out Probopass, Swampert, and Cloyster, but does have to worry a lot about the Wigglytuff and the Altaria. But again, neither of those want to take too many close combats. What else do you like? Yeah,
I think Holden can bring out the Frostlass, because Frostlass basically kills off both Altaria and Honchkrow really easily, with only Probopass and Cloyster being its one true counter, which Heracross deals with.
I'm very interested on this this Honchkrow Frostlass because they're both dealing super effective damage to each other.
Honchkrow beats out Frostlass in the one shield matchup. I know. My Honchkrow has played many times against Frostlasses.
Honchkrow wins.
So I'm always able to get the second sky attack.
Yeah, but then loses.
Before it gets off another avalanche.
But loses the 2 shield matchup, and it's actually a pretty decent 2 shield matchup for Frostlass because it ends up with 40 HP, almost at a avalanche and Shadow Ball. So if you're in that matchup, you definitely want a double shield. Seems to be the right play.
Oh no, there goes my strategy.
So that seems to be the right play in that matchup. You want a double shield and then farm down and able to take out the Honchkrow. And then everything else on this team, nothing wants to take a Shadow Ball or an Avalanche. Even if Probopass comes in and farms down, it definitely doesn't want to take a Shadow Ball will take out like 35-40% of its health. Okay, yeah, let's take a look and see how these two decide to battle. So we are looking at from Holden's perspective. Looks like he's ready for this battle.
So
And
Holden's leading off with Swampert. I don't know. I feel like Swampert is not a good lead against Alola. I feel like Frostlass is the best lead.
yeah,
Yeah,
this
you
is
see?
not good.
That Frostlass lead would have been so much better.
But I think he's gonna safe switch to Frostlass. Oh, he doesn't have Frostlass.
He doesn't. He
Oh,
only has Propass,
this is very
which means
bad.
if Alola has Swampert,
Oh
oh
no,
no!
no,
What happened?
no.
Was this a misclick?
Oh no. She would have Swampert. This is like this matchup's pretty much over.
Yeah.
This Wigglytuff's gonna be able to get off the charge move at least. Um, hopefully.
Yeah, it should be able to get off the charge move.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
there we go.
barely. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's
That
you
is a
really.
play rough for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, no,
just
it's
an
just
ice
Ice
beam. Wow. Okay. Let's see if a Swampert comes in now.
Oh, if it's a Swampert, I feel so bad. It has to have been a misclick if Swampert comes in.
What
Alola's
else?
taking her time,
Unless
which
unless
means
she
she's running down the switch timer.
unless she's running double flyers. Oh, she might be
Oh,
running
she's
double
running Honchkrow in the back.
or even Cloyster. Um. Oh no, no
Oh
coverage.
no.
Cause like the thing is like Swampert like gonna be pretty decent coverage for both the anti flyers and Frostlass and Probopass. Oh man, this is
Yeah, the Swampert would have been so good.
man.
There's no point. I don't know why Holden's shielding.
Well, he probably expects that it's a Cloyster or a Honchkrow in the back,
Or a Honchkrow in the
and he's
back.
gonna go farm. He's gonna look to farm down. Um,
Is he gonna double
he's
shield?
gonna double
He just might have
shield.
to double
Okay,
shield.
all right. Maybe there's something in the back that allows a little Hardock to. Maybe they start playing the whole time. She has like something in the back that's.
Man, there's
Oh, it's gonna
Honchkrow.
be
Yeah,
Honchkrow.
that's what I thought.
Oh man.
Yeah, into the rock slide,
Oh,
which almost
come on.
KOs it.
Come on,
And
Honchkrow.
there's rock throw.
You couldn't survive the the sludge bomb, but you could survive the rock slide. Come on, man. That was a crazy
Wow.
read. Oh my gosh. The thing is, like, Swampert definitely the right coverage for double flyers. Like the Wigglytuff doesn't really do much. Like the thing is, like Wigglytuff is kind of like does the same job
Cloyster.
as Honchkrow and Altaria. So you basically have three Pokemon that do the same job. And when things that likely do the same job, they likely have the same weakness. Right? Because all three of them are designed to take out, Shiftry and Heracross. Wow, okay.
Which means Alola did predict the Heracross. It's just she was never able to get it into the right matchup.
Overcompensating for it, right? Like I think like coming in with Swampert would have been the more appropriate coverage for it.
Yeah, so I think Holden this time is going to lead with Frostlass, and then have the Heracross and possibly Propass in the back. So I think, like I said, I think Frostlass is like the safest lead possible against Alola, with only really two things that can take care of Frostlass, which is the Propass and the Cloyster.
Yeah.
But everything else is taking neutral damage to Powder Snow.
Yeah.
Either neutral or super effective to Powder Snow. So let's see. So Holden's going straight for the Shiftry into Swampert lead.
And then we'll see the switch out into Altaria. And then here comes...
Switching to the Propass.
Which is fine. This is still okay. But I think her Swampert actually has Earthquake and not Sludge Wave. So it actually might not be that
her
great.
Swampert has Earthquake.
So it might not be that great, but going for the Sky Attack.
And this is just a farm down essentially.
Yeah, and this has so much... Just doing so much damage to this Altaria. The thing is, like,
And
Swampert's so much glassier than
Wish
Wishcash,
Cash.
right? So you're just gonna see these rock slides gonna do quite a bit of damage, and like this rock slide's pretty safe, unless it comes in with unless she mirrors with Probopass,
No, it's gonna be a
which
Swampert
which would have been
switching. So
yeah,
there's one rock slide. There's rock slide number 2,
man,
without even getting a mud shot in. So he piggybacked off his own rock slide.
yeah, oh man, and these rock throws are gonna do quite a bit, but oh man, okay.
Oh, Leaf Blade.
Ugh.
There we go.
Let's see. Hopefully, maybe she has Haunch Crow. Okay, let's see the shield, and then
Oh, she shielded.
tell
I
me.
don't agree with that.
Oh,
Oh,
Cloyster.
that's it, and that's game.
Yeah, Holden playing it very, very well. Really, really good match called in on his side. Let's see. Yeah,
He should just feint him down with. Oh wow. Yeah, into the shield, or Holden just doesn't care. Okay, so
yeah,
into the shield, and then he
and
can
then
just null it down.
yeah, and able to. And then we're gonna see the Swampert get KO'd by the Sleep Blade in the back. Very impressive play by Holden. Really excellent job. Okay, all right. That's game number 2.
Yeah, that was game number 2.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, Swamper's the right idea. The thing is, like, Holden predicting that she was going to overcompensate with Swampert because Swampert was so good against was the right Pokemon against the last team. But let's see how she decides to play it out. Man, okay, all right.
Yeah, no, that Swampert versus that Shift Tree lead. Wow, that was really bad on Alola's part, because Shift Tree's just with that Snarl buff, and just Shift Tree getting it, being able to Leaf Blade like literally every 3.5 seconds is just crazy. No, not 3.5 seconds.
Four and a half.
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Three 1.5 turn moves. And it's like
Yeah,
it's actually
4.5.
4.5, 4.5, 4.5, 3 on the fourth one. It's nuts.
Oh, really? So
Yes.
on the fourth one you get that much energy left over?
Because you're accumulating. You go 3. Anyway, it adds up.
So now we have Frostsass, like what I was saying, the Frostsass lead against the Swampert. So he's deciding not to show the Hydro Cannon, which should do about 40%. No, over 40.
I'm wondering what he's trying to do here. Because he's gonna get beat to the second charge move. The thing is, like, so if you're high IV, oh wow, okay, it doesn't no shield. Okay.
Oh wow, she decides not to shield.
Oh man, that's.
I'm assuming he's gonna shield. Yeah, so he's gonna farm. That means
it's
he's
gonna
farming down the Swampert.
Gonna win switch. Gonna be down a shield, but let's see. Is it gonna be able to farm down?
Yeah.
Oh man, just barely.
She should have fainted with either one more mud shot from Hydro Cannon or on a Hydro Cannon.
And let's see what's gonna come in. Oh, here comes
the Pro Pass.
I had no shield by this Pro Pass. I think this was a mistake by Holden, and you're gonna. Oh, it's a Spark variant. It's a Spark variant.
And that's into the Shadow Ball.
Man, do you not shield this or you shield this?
You should not shield this.
Yeah, it's just gonna tank it and then just farm all the way down, and then you're basically
just farm it with Spark.
You're gonna be at 100 energy, and throw it right
Cross
away. Throw it away. Oh no!
There we
No!
go. And that's it. And that's game.
That's game.
Holden gets off. Holden's just able to farm it down with just counter. Oh, he decides to go for CC.
I expect no shield. This game's pretty much over.
Yeah, and that's it.
Oh man. Okay. That would have been. It was a tough matchup in the back, anyways. But man, with like two hard counters in Heracross and Swampert, I would have just thrown a Rock Slide right away. Um, but man, okay, all right, let's take a look at the
think
table two. B has versus Vergy Verg. So B has carrying Shiftry, Cloyster, Wishcash, Noctowl, Bronzong, Alolan Marowak. We see that he really likes the Wishcash and Cloyster, and as well the Noctowl play. Vergy Verg having Charizard, Swampert, Noctowl, Shiftry, Bronzong, and Cloyster. So what are you liking on Vergy Verg's side versus B has?
so. Verg can basically go in with Shiftry lead and almost always be able to win the matchup.
Are
Because
they?
Shiftry is able to, yeah. So Shiftry is able to answer Cloyster,
Yeah.
able to answer Wishcash, Bronzong, and Alola Marowak. So even
For
though Alola Marowak is doing Fire Spin damage, super effective, um, Shiftry with Snarl being able to just outpace Alola Marowak. Uh, Bronzong, Shiftry can counter Bronzong, Shiftry counters Wishcash, and Shiftry would be running the same situation as it is with the Alola Marowak with Cloyster. But again, that Shiftry Snarl buff, and even if he does lose the lead, let's say against Noctowl, he gets two Snarls, switches out to a Noctowl counter, and that right there is two less Snarls Shiftry needs to do to whatever it wants, which is gonna be able to give it some more wins.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think this is a. I like the shift tree for sure a lot. This Cloyster, unfortunately, looks like to be maybe like too poor IV to be able to beat out the Alolan Marowak in the one shield, or else I would have felt a little bit more comfortable. I still feel pretty comfortable. It looks like pretty decent against this team. But yeah, let's see how these two decide to battle it out. So I believe we're seeing it from Beehive's perspective. Um,
Yeah, B has is the one that has Wishcash, so we are seeing it from his perspective. So that is a Wishcash Cloyster Shiftry team, which I think. Let's see. So Cloyster's able to answer Noctowl and Shiftry, kind of. And this, well, Cloyster is kind of able to answer Charizard, Swampert, and Noctowl for sure.
yeah, the only thing bronze
Not
on.
sure about Shiftry.
Yeah, I think he's worried about the shift tree, but he's also worried about the bronze on. So he's trying to figure out which one's a bigger threat to his team. So if he calls, if Vergy wins the lead or B has loses, expect the immediate switch out into
Oh,
Charizard. But
Fergie's eating Charizard versus Wishcash.
again,
But you
like,
see, so this is
oh,
what I mean. That
he's gonna
Shiftry.
immediately switch.
Oh, he does.
Wow, really?
So this is what I mean. How Vergy could just lead with Shiftry and almost always win the game, or especially the lead.
Yeah.
So there's Shiftry.
You want to? Oh, I'm surprised not additional farm on B has a side, because expect the Charizard to come in, and if you want to bait out, and this is literally exactly what he wanted to do, was to bait out the Shiftry, and not even going to allow the Shiftry able to get to a charge move. Does this KO? Does Dragon Claw?
I don't think
Oh,
it
it
does.
doesn't.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
it
it does not.
doesn't. And this.
Actually, I think that looks like even a farm down, like a
Ugh.
undertapped Dragon Claw.
Man, I don't know. I don't think it would have. He's gonna look to farm down. I think if you just commit to the farm down, if you're gonna undercharge it, just commit to the farm down all the way, and then have basically be at almost 100 energy.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I know Dragon Claw is a pretty weak move, but I don't know how weak.
Yeah,
So Dragon Claw does 51 damage to a Shiftry. Yeah, that was a definite farm down.
Okay.
Because Dragon Claw does easily half to a Shiftry.
Okay, so this is gonna be a very important shield or not shield. Oh, that's huge. That
Vergy
was.
does shield.
Oh, man, Vergy, man, not playing around. It's like I'm just gonna switch whenever I want. Like that's a pretty advantageous situation to stay in and farm, because like these mud shots are not gonna do very much damage to you. Um, what do you Hydro Pump here? They're definitely lagging.
Yeah.
Uh,
Another cool battle, guys.
yeah, exactly. uh, you're gonna Icy Wind, so it doesn't make a huge difference. If that would have been Hydro Pump, then maybe it would have made a little bit bigger difference, but not gonna make a huge difference. And gonna look to nerf.
I think at this point,
Why
B
not?
has won this game.
Oh, I think it's B has his up a shield, right? So gonna look to nerf. The
Closer
thing,
some more.
expect the
Oh,
switch.
into the Hydro Pump.
Yeah, expect the switch out. I expect after this Icy Wind comes through, if it does. The thing is, Bihaz is playing a very dangerous game right now. He's like within. He might be forced to use the shield. I don't know if this Icy Wind KOs. It's already been nerfed, and then expect the immediate switch out to Charizard, Dragon Claw. They're both expecting. No, oh no, oh he counter anticipated the. Oh, I don't know. This is. I think
Yeah, he
Bihaz.
over anticipated the Charizard.
I think.
No, Verky won this one.
Yeah, Bihaz is in a lot of trouble. Vergi is definitely in control of this matchup. Just needs to farm a little bit, and basically Dragon Claw. You can even tank this Mud Bomb, whatever. It doesn't matter. Might actually work out a little bit better for you. And then you just build up to 100, double Blast Burn.
Yeah, there you go. Bam, bam. Charizard needs to go for the Dragon Claw right now. Ooh.
Oh
no,
man,
V has won. V has won because Verky did not go for Dragon Claw.
No, he just went for.
V has had to go for the Dragon Claw.
He just went for.
Oh, never mind.
And then Blast. Oh, it's gonna be. Oh wow. Okay, Bihaz able to get to
Oh.
the Icy Wind. Wow, I think that Mud Bomb ended up being very costly.
Verky was spamming. I know Verky. Verky was spamming that blast burn.
really?
He was spamming that blast burn, but of
Very-
course, it registered as a charge move. I mean, as a fast move instead of a charge move.
Wow, that is very unfortunate. Let's see. I'm very curious on the Cloister, how much Icy Wind actually does to. Icy Wind does about under half. I think the thing tanking that Mud Bomb might actually cost him the match. If he would have KO'd, I think if he potentially would have KO'd the Wish Cache before the Mud Bomb comes through, then he would actually survive the Icy Wind and would have been able to cleanly get off the Blast Burn.
Yeah, the Charizard farming, trying to farm down the Wish Cache, I think was a mistake on Verky's part. I think Verky could have won that one if he would just gone for Dragon Claw,
Yeah.
lifted up his finger, like Dragon Claw, killed off the Wish Cache, lifted off his finger, and then immediately went for the Blast Burn.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the game was registering it as a fast move, so I guess it was queuing up a fast move instead of a charge move.
So Vergi being very aggressive on the switch-ins, putting a lot of pressure onto his opponent to make a decision, looking for any energy advantage as possible. But I do think like the Charizard play, the Charizard into Cloister was a little bit too aggressive. So okay, we're gonna see a.
So this is a neutral matchup, right?
Well,
It can go either way depending on shields.
Yeah, and we're gonna see this Icy Wind come through at the same time as the Blast Burn, but the still thing is like the Blast Burn is still gonna KO, so yeah, so we're seeing the CMP tie.
Yeah, and that's a shield.
But the thing,
Yeah,
Cloister,
both players are shielding.
the Cloister is gonna be able to get to the second charge move, gonna be able to get to the Icy Wind before this Charizard can get to a Blast Burn.
Unless he switches out Charizard into Cloister. No, he does not. Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
that's
gosh, nice
second.
play. Nice play.
There we go.
Wow. Very nice anticipation. But does he have a punish for this Cloister? He probably doesn't, right? Like the attack
He does. It's a shift. Oh, no,
but
he does not.
but the attack fell, which is gonna work out for Bihaz's favor in this matchup. But man, that was really nice. Wow, okay. This is
So this is Icy Wind.
he's gonna look to nerf, do as much damage to Ghost wow, really?
Oh, wow. And shielding. I don't understand why B has with shield.
Yeah, high rank Cloister beats Wish Cache. They're saying in the comments, but this is a nerfed Cloister. Like there is no way it should beat the Wish Cache.
Yeah, a Cloister has to. It's not a high rank Cloister. A Cloister has to have specifically 96 or more HP to beat out Wish Cache.
Yeah, And just
So, and I saw like the highest rank, like the rank number 1 cluster only has 95. So it needs to be specifically 96 or above HP to beat out Cloyster.
oh man, this does Hydro Cannon KO? I don't think it KOs. Actually,
I
it's
think it does.
gonna.
No, it shouldn't nearly KO it from
Oh,
that. Oh,
okay,
it does KO
it was gonna be very close. But now the shift tree, he needs to farm up like like super well. Um, he needs to bank that this Swampert doesn't have
Sludge Wave.
Sludge Wave, which it doesn't, right? So, oh, immediately goes
So
for the
that's
Leaf Blade. But then the thing is, he's in so much trouble against his Charizard.
no, the Charizard loses actually. Vergi should have. No. Vergi still has 2 Pokemon.
He
I
still has
thought
two. He still has
his
two.
only Charizard left.
I think the Cloyster. Let's see here. Yeah, this
Charizard
Charizard.
switching.
Yeah, it's.
That's Striking Claw.
You think this is? Oh wow. Okay, really going for the.
Yeah, so that Dragon Claw in the first game wasn't undercharged Dragon Claw.
Yeah.
So that's another Dragon Claw that should KO it. Or he might be going for Blast Burn. No. So he goes for Dragon Claw, which KOs Cloyster. Then 1, 2 Fire Spins. Oh, back-to-back Dragon Claw. No, this is lag.
Is lag. This is lag, and this shift tree is like one turn away from a Leaf
1,
Blade,
2.
and
There we go.
he needs to farm down. Like Has was trying to find the win condition. The win condition was to farm down, and then Leaf Blade the Cloyster in the back. Whew, man, this is some high level play, right?
Wow, that was intense.
This is super intense. Like sack switching, right? Getting the blast burn shielded, which is very costly to the Charizard. So we're gonna see
The Icy Wind switch from Cloyster.
Oh man, beautiful plays. I think
I know Vergi was trying. I'm pretty sure Vergi was trying to switch out that Charizard for that Cloyster, at least 2 times.
Yeah.
Because, oh man, the switching in this game is still a little laggy.
Yeah, well, I do think like the has potentially could have had a little bit more play if he decided to farm the Swampert just a little bit more to get a little bit more energy because those Mudshots are doing basically no damage, right? And he hasn't shown he didn't show Sludge Wave, so like you obviously don't want to get hit by a second Hydro Cannon, but once he showed Hydro Cannon, you should at least do 2 more Snarls, and just try to take advantage of every little bit. So high IV Swampert does win this matchup in the one shield because it's able to get to the third Hydro Cannon, but looks like he's farming up, and this is very bad for the Swampert to QSA up just because these wing attacks are doing way more damage than these mud shots. So this is very good identification on on Behaz's side. And then we're gonna see the immediate switch out to Cloyster. Gonna punish this Cloyster. What do you think?
Yeah, this Cloyster has to shield the Sky Attack.
Oh, it doesn't shield it.
He does not.
And gonna mirror into the Cloyster? Or gonna go into Wish Cache. Oh, nice.
So that's an Icy Wind with the debuff.
And is this gonna be enough to KO after the debuff?
No, it shouldn't. Cloyster should be living with like 2 or 3 HP.
Oh, shielded.
Oh, Vergi decides to just shield. So he has, I think, is gonna forego the shield again. Yeah. Into Icy Wind. Alright, so Mud Bomb should faint down the Cloyster at this range.
No, it doesn't. Wow.
It does not. Wow.
Cloyster, you are a monster. I expect
I underestimated Cloyster's defense.
The opposing Cloyster to come in.
It could be the Noctowl. Okay, no, he decides to go for the Cloyster.
He needs to hit this Icy Wind. Oh, that's absolutely huge Icy Wind. Especially down a shield. Oh man, wants to immediately switch out. Um,
Let's see, what is Fergie gonna switch into? Into the
Charizard.
Charizard.
Gonna icy wind this Charizard right away. Um, wants these fire spins to do less damage, and expect this immediate switch out into Swampert. Swampert gonna hit this Hydro Cannon.
Into the shield, I'm guessing? No.
No
V has
shield,
decided to
but
keep
he's
tanking.
gonna back to back though. Is he not? No, he doesn't. Oh yeah, expect a shield.
So that was a CMP tie. And this Noctowl faints it. So I think
Does
I
it?
think Bihaz should win this.
It's gonna be very close. Actually, it doesn't faint. Can the
Oh wow, it
Swampert get to
doesn't.
it? Yeah, Biahaz should win this now, because he's gonna be able to
Yeah.
get to this. Oh, okay. Keeping
Oh,
it
Dragon Claw
interesting.
for the knockout.
Keeping it very interesting. Wow, but this cloister should be able to get to an icy wind, because I think it over. Well, man,
No, I think this Charizard gets to a no. Even
Dragon,
Dragon Claw
Dragon Claw wouldn't
won't fake
KO.
it down.
He knows he needs to get to a Blast Burn
Blast Burn.
to win, right? And Blast Burn 50 energy. They're both generating 10 energy per 3 turns, right? Or 1.5 turns. So the cloister are able to pull it out. Wow, that was super intense. Wow, okay, very impressive. GG. Very well played on both sides. That was a very intense round number 2. Props to both those trainers. So if we take a look at table 1, it's going to be Mudkip versus Gary Oak. So Gary Oak we haven't seen on stream yet, but Gary Oak running a little bit of a spicy team here, right? Running the Alolan Muck, the Togekiss, um, and then obviously Venusaur, Swampert, Probopass, and Frostlass. What are you liking? Um,
I love Togekiss.
he loved
Like
Togekiss,
Togekiss is one of the best charmer
but Togekiss,
Pokemon. It's amazing.
Togekiss not having too much mud play against Mudkip's team,
Let's see.
right?
No, yeah, Togekiss cannot be brought into this, nor can Alolan Muck actually,
Oh
which
man,
means Venusaur, Swampert, Probopass, and Frostlass are gonna be the ones coming out. I think just Mudkip should win this. I think Mudkip has enough answers to Gary Oak's team.
I think Frostlass pretty safe switch on Mudkip's team. Like if you look at it, he doesn't have like hard direct counters towards it. This Frostlass, he should just play risky and switch in Frostlass, and then hope to win the switching advantage and hope that it's enough. Like for example, you could run like um, what would be a potential scenario here? Um,
I think Frostlass should be the lead, as it answers. At least it does neutral damage to everything, almost.
yeah,
With
yeah,
only Bronzong and Alolan Sandslash resisting,
yeah.
which Swampert answers both, which means Venusaur answers Swampert, which he can use Alolan Muck to answer the Venusaur.
Yeah, man, this is kind of a tricky situation.
I think Gary's gonna bring in the Venusaur as it answers both Mud Boys. Frostlass either as lead or in the back for a safe switch, and let's see what would he be weak at that point? Frostlass and Venusaur. They both kind of lose to Bronzong,
Yeah, then you bring
which
Swampert, or you could even bring in.
Alolan Muck. If Alolan Muck has Snarl, it can beat out the Bronzong.
It's almost for sure Snarl. So I think that's a play. That's definitely a play. Venusaur, Alolan Muck, Frostlass, or even like I would say even double anti flyers is not bad too. With Swampert. Um, what do you think on Mudkip's team?
Yeah, I don't think Mudkip is gonna bring Altaria because Altaria only answers the Venusaur, which Bronzong does just as good.
Yeah, that's true.
So if I was Gary, I mean, if I was Mudkip, I would bring in the Swampert to answer both Probo and Muck. Uh, then at that point, I'd be weak to Venusaur, which I would have Bronzong answer,
Yeah.
which would defeat both Venusaur and Togekiss, and possibly maybe the second Mudboy. Just two Mudboys and a Bronzong.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think I could see
Because
that.
you're only scared of Venusaur at that point.
Yeah, you just have to catch the Venusaur. So I think maybe you lead Bronzon, and then
Wow,
if you don't, oh, man, it's tough.
we were both off. Gary brought
Oh
brings
shoot!
the
Oh, they're
Togekiss.
battling already. They're battling. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Gary brings the
Okay.
Togekiss,
Sorry. Okay. All right. So
and it was what? It was
this.
Togekiss and Alolan Sandslash,
Okay. So this Swampert actually doesn't have Earthquake, right? So
which I
interest.
think it should still beat the Alolan Muk because Hydro Cannon just does so much.
Yeah. Okay. They just started. Okay. So what do you lead? He led Togekiss into what?
Togekiss into the Alolan Sandslash.
Into the Lone Sand Slash. Okay, I was gonna just talk about the Lone Sand Slash. So does get the, but expect the farm down now.
So it is Snow variant Alolan Muk, which is kind of good.
Okay, all right. This is what I get for okay. Does he have a punish though?
I think it's gonna go right back into Togekiss. No, he goes back into
Oh
Swampert. Into
man!
the Sludge Wave.
If this is a no shield,
Overpredicted.
if this is a no shield, that's huge. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
Gary!
it was a shield.
That would have been the biggest no shield ever. That would have been awesome. Oh man, Gary's probably kicking
Oh,
himself
man.
right now.
now he's
Oh
taking the Hydro Cannon.
man! And then this Venusaur is a safe switch because it's able to beat
Yeah,
both.
Venusaur wins at this point.
Whoa! Why bring the Togekiss? That's so risky.
Yeah, the Togekiss only answers Altaria, and that's it.
The thing is, maybe it can charm down. He's looking to. Well, okay. Let's see. This
So,
Venusaur.
shield.
I don't think this Venusaur is at 100 energy yet. Is it? No, there's no way. And
No.
it's gonna be close, but I think it's gonna get hit by this ancient. No,
No, it's gonna get to two such bombs.
Oh man, that shield would have been super handy, eh?
Yeah, no, for sure. But this is why I said that Togekiss is walled, is too hard walled by almost by half of
Well, he was.
Mudkip's team.
Yeah, you're right. Like bringing the. What I like about Mudkip's team is he has like choices on how to handle grass and how to handle anti flyers, right? And Altaria wasn't going to be the answer. Like Bronzon or even in this case, Alone Sandslash, both really great options against the Venusaur. So. Wow, that was nuts. Okay, all right, we missed that.
Yeah, that would have been one of the best like non-shields ever.
Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, you feel like a genius there. You're like, yeah, I predicted that. You thought Togekiss was gonna come back in. Oh man, that would have been huge.
So yeah, I just don't see the point in Togekiss. I'm just dumbfounded by that.
Okay, all right, we're gonna see. Oh, gonna be walled by this Alolan Muck, so we're gonna see the immediate switch out into.
Swampert. Oh no, he's decided to stay in for a little longer. Into the Swampert.
No, gonna go into.
Oh, into a Alolan Sandslash.
Does he have a punish
Interesting.
though? Man, if this
This
is
should be Dark Pulse.
I'll say if this is a Sludge Wave, I'm leaving. But Dark Pulse doing quite a bit of damage, and we're gonna see if he gets a shield.
He's not switching out the Alolan Muck, which means he doesn't have an answer to the Sandslash.
Or
Alolan Sandslash in the back.
Or he feels pretty comfortable in this matchup. We're gonna see.
That's a shield. For sure.
Oh man, this is so tough. Like this Alolan Muck is spamming up. and expect this
So
alone.
this time
He could
this
shield.
Slowmuk should be shielding. Yeah, it should shield this Ice Punch
And then the Dark Pulse is gonna come through.
to switch out. No, he's just
You let this go.
wow.
The thing is, like, this Alolan definitely overcharged. Um, and then here
So
comes
into the Swampert.
for sure. But the Swampert's gonna get hit by a Dark Pulse, and either gonna have to burn a shield, or oh wow, maybe he potentially could have fired off the Hydro Cannon, but it looked like that was confusing sequence there. He's gonna
Yeah, he was over farming there.
yeah.
He should have had 2 Dark Pulses.
That was weird. That was weird there. But let's see if he has Venusaur. If he has Venusaur, then this match might be. Oh, he does. Gonna immediately counter switch, and then we're gonna see if it's gonna be. Does he not? What is?
So it should be Sludge Bomb. I don't think Gary Oak is going for any baits. Yeah,
No.
so that's Sludge Bomb. And then B has his baiting, which I think Gary Oak might fall for the bait.
Mudkip. No, doesn't fall for the bait.
Not.
Man, he is calling everything that Mudkip is throwing at him right now.
So I think Gary Oak is gonna shield this time, right?
No shield. Oh, no shield.
No, wow.
No, wow. Okay. This match is not over yet. If this is a Mud Boy in the back, oh no, it's gonna be Frostlass.
Oh, it's Frostlass. So I think Gary Oak wins this.
Yeah. This.
Oh yeah, Gary Oak definitely wins because Swampert should faint to 3 or 4 Powder Snows at this range.
Yeah.
That's 1. That's 2.
He doesn't even
2 Powder Snows.
throw a charge move here. He's just gonna be able to faint down on the
3, 4. Yeah, 4 Powder Snows, and those are KO.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that was a damn. But that Alolan Muck staying for that long.
The thing is, if he would have counter switched to Swampert, like, I guess he would have got counter switched, but into Venusaur. Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Yeah.
So that Alolan Sandslash was a pivot switch.
Yeah.
Which was good because actually, because Gary Oak doesn't have any answer to Alolan Sandslash apart from Muck. Well, Swampert too.
Swampert and that's true. That's true. Just Swampert.
that was a good pivot switch.
Just unfortunately not able to win out. Like Gary Oak calling, if he would have shielded the Ice Punch, like, because that Bulldoze definitely would have put the Alolan Muck in pretty seriously low health. So.
Yeah, I think Bulldoze would have KO'd the Alolan Muck, if I'm not mistaken, at that range.
Yeah. Let me take a look while they set up their teams here. And look. So Bulldoze would have did 90 damage. Yeah, it would have KO'd.
Yeah. So that's because Bulldoze is not a super high damage output, like base damage, but it is a decent base damage move. Let's see. So I think Mudkip is going with. This might be Mudkip's team, the all blue team, basically. Alolan Sandslash, Swampert, and Altaria. It's going blue and white. Blue and white. I like that. It actually looks like it. Those colors blend really well. All 3 of them, right there.
Yeah,
it's really nice.
It's quite nice. It's like that blue and white theme, right? So he's thinking about.
It's very charming. Very relaxing. Let's see. So Mudkip is gonna be rethinking his team.
Oh man, this is a crazy round two, right? Like this is a pretty intense. So
Oh, so he's leading with Altaria this time. So is Gary Oak gonna finally lead with Frostas? Which is, I think, is like the best lead against Mudkip. Let's see. Has Mudkip has decided. So Altaria, Swampert, and a Alolan Sandslash. So let's see. So how does Gary lead? Gary leads Swampert versus Altaria.
huge call.
Wow.
Huge call. So
Huge call.
expect the immediate switch out, and then gonna safe switch into Alolan Sandslash.
That's actually a really good switch
Brilliant,
upon Gary
brilliant,
Oak.
Brilliant, but he still has to land the bulldoze at some point in time, right? Like,
Yeah,
unless he wants to be down a shield advantage, right? So
Mudkip's going straight up for the bulldoze. So does Gary predict that and just say, "I'm gonna shield"?
he
Gary does.
a
Ooh,
huge
that's a big
shield.
game changer.
Huge shield.
So tit for tat, both shields are down.
Can he double bulldoze, or does he not get to it?
I think you can double bulldoze, which I think KOs Alolan Muk at this range. It does. Yeah. Alolan Muk was at less than half, which means he's gonna switch into Swampert.
Yeah, and then
Well, it doesn't have to, but he might switch into Swampert.
Yeah, for sure. Swampert makes the most sense, and you have to.
So he's now getting that energy.
You have to take the Ice Punch if you're Gary Oak, right? Because you're gonna want to take. You rather take the energy.
Yeah.
And
so the Altaria is gonna come back in for sure.
We don't know if Gary Oaks has. Actually, we know he has Sludge Bomb, right? Yeah, because we saw it.
I think he does have Sludge Wave.
Sludge Wave.
So there's gonna be no shield. Doesn't matter. Altaria can take 2 Sludge Waves anyways, so it doesn't matter. So there's 1. It's gonna faint down to the Dragon.
Ooh, that is very risky. Trying to. Do you think can it tank the second one?
I think so.
Oh, just
that was a Hydro Cannon.
Oh, just a Hydro Cannon.
So that means Gary is gonna immediately.
Gonna be met by. The thing is, this. Here comes the shield, though, right? This Altaria.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's game. Altaria's gonna get to this guy attack.
This is game. He needed to draw that second shield from Altaria.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's just for the.
Oh wait.
That's just for the. That's just for the flex there, because his Mudkip. He's Mudkip, right? So he had to finish it off with Swampert. That's just purely for the flex. Wow. Okay, man, Mudkip putting it on a show there. That was crazy. That was absolutely nuts.
Mudkip always has to bring Swampert, man. That's his mascot. He has to bring Swampert.
That was an awesome flex. I'm not gonna lie. So we're gonna see. So we have 3 undefeated, right? So B-Has should be paired down, right?
I think so. Let me see.
So B-Has will probably play Gary Oak, right? And then Mudkip will play Holden.
Is that how that works?
I'm pretty sure the middle person gets paired down. We'll see in a moment.
See, so Holden went against Alola. So that means Holden's gonna go against Gary.
Yeah, because he's the highest ranked X1.
And Mudkip is gonna go against Faeti.
Mudkip is gonna go against Holden.
Oh no.
Right? Is that our?
Holden's 2-0 right now?
Yeah, he's 2-0. So we have 3. Yeah, we have 3.
Against...
Yeah, we're gonna see in a little bit anyway. So once Gary Oak submits.
Or is it gonna be Mudkip versus B-Haze? Because B-Haze is also 2-0.
Yeah, I think it goes 1 plays 3 and then 2 gets paired down.
I need to pay more attention to this.
I'm pretty sure. Because like the last time Holden got paired down, right? Because he's in the middle.
Yeah.
right? So I'm pretty sure it's always the middle person who gets pared down. We'll see it. We'll see it like basically right now. Yeah, yeah. So exactly what we anticipated. So let's see. B has versus Gary Oak. And then we'll see Holden versus Mudkip, which I think will be a very entertaining set of battles. So
So it's B has versus Gary.
yeah, I know my pairings quite well. I'm always like intrigued by like that stuff. Um, so anyways, B has versus Gary Oak. Um, so what are you liking?
So the Alolan Monk answers both Bronzong and Alolan Marowak and Shiftry. But Wishcash would be its only threat, which means Venusaur is going to be brought in because Venusaur answers both Cloyster and Wishcash. And
And
you can
Shifter,
just
yeah,
tie it all together with Frostlass? Frostlass answers Noctowl, does neutral to Wishcash, beats out Shiftry.
yeah. I think we've
And
established that Frostlass is a pretty safe switch onto B has his team, like either as a
yeah,
lead or as a switch in, like both viable plays. So I think that makes total sense to me. Like you thinking Frostlass, Alolan Mug, Venusaur.
yeah. So it should be the Frostlass lead because Frostlass has almost no bad lead against B has his team, except for only Alolan Marowak is the only one that's a super bad lead for Frostlass. Everyone
Yeah,
else is a neutral lead, with Alolan Muck in the back to take care of Bronzong and Alolan Marowak, which threaten Frostlass, and then Venusaur takes care of Cloyster and Wishcash, which threatens Alolan Muck.
I kind of like Frostlass better as a switch, just because I think it still loses to Bronzon and Shiftry at even energy. In the one, I believe in the one and the two shield, or maybe in the one shield for Bronzon, and then in the one and the two shield versus Shiftry. So I kind of like it better as a switch in this particular scenario, but I definitely could see as a lead, it's going to be able to play a lot of neutral play. So I don't want to. Anyways, they're gonna get started. Looks like they're yeah. We can go ahead and get started whenever Gary Oak wants to.
I mean, so like you said, so Frostlass loses to like Shiftry
Yeah,
and the Bronzong if it's on even energy gain, but if Frostlass gets Wishcash or Noctowl as lead, Frostlass gets the energy gain,
yeah, yeah.
which I think is going to be better. Because knowing B-Haze, if it's Wishcash versus Frostlass, B-Haze is not switching out that Wishcash. Because people don't switch out Wishcashes against Frostlass.
Yeah. Curious on the Cloyster because these are both Pokemon that I don't play. Cloyster actually beats Alolan Muck in all shields. It does, and it's straight icy win. It looks like it's just straight icy win in all situations except for
Is that Poison Jab or Snarl?
Snarl.
Alolan Muck.
Snarl. Yeah, it's able to win. So the Cloyster looks, to be honest, the Cloyster um, looking
Might be a good lead.
pretty decent. It does have to worry about the Probopass, um, but if it's able to even land an icy win on this Probopass, and then Wishcash is so much tankier than Swampert, gonna be able to take a lot of the damage from Probopass, and then be able to farm down, and then it doesn't matter what comes in. If Venusaur comes in, it's gonna be able to burn a shield, or potentially bait, and then I don't know. There's lots of plays there, right? So
Yeah. So if it's like a Probo Cloyster lead, that'll be Cloyster goes in, gets one Icy Wind off, switches into Wishcash, which Gary would then switch into Venusaur and just farm it down. Well, not farm it down. It's gonna be almost be able to farm it down.
yeah, it's gonna be able to draw the shield, and it needs to punish the Venusaur switching afterwards, right? So, um,
which would be Bronzong
Bronzong makes a
or
lot of
Noctowl.
um, Bronzong. Like the thing is, like Bronzong maybe makes a little bit more sense because I don't know. It's like tough. Depends if you think the muck or the. And let's see. Okay, so we're gonna see B has leading in with the Bronzong,
Bronzong versus the Alolan Muck lead. Oh,
and
so this is a positive lead matchup
yeah, this is a
for
very bad.
Gary.
He has to get out of there, um, and able to get
So
to.
Gary's going to Psyshock.
No, this is
I mean, not Gary.
B.
B Haze. B Haze. So does Gary fall for the?
Oh,
Oh, he does fall for it. And this is gonna be a shield into Dark Pulse, as is a given.
is there a play here that I'm not familiar with? Like, is this not a hard counter?
I mean, the Bulldoze does a ton of damage onto the Alolan Muk.
Gonna
So double shield. So he gets rid of both shields on B Haze's parts. B Haze's side. And into the Wishcash switch? Oh, so that means. So does Gary
here.
have the Venusaur? Gary has the Venusaur. Because that was an immediate switch
He
into the
needs
Venusaur.
he needs to get to this Blizzard, which he does, and then
So
I think you shield if you're Gary,
yeah, I
right?
think Gary should shield no matter what.
And then you just farm. You
Yeah, it's
farm.
a shield.
You might even just farm down all the way. Okay, no, never mind. Okay. Um,
You should under farm that under tap the frenzy
oh
fluid.
man, you basically had to do no bubbles, and you still might KO at double weak, and um, the
That's
thing.
into the session. Oh, that's Razor Leaf Venusaur. That's Razor Leaf
Oh,
Venusaur.
oh,
That is not Vine Whip. Oh wow. So Alolan comes in, gets in the Dark Pulse, and KOs the Bronzong.
yeah. I think he needed more of a farm here.
And then Gary Oak has to go for an excellent on the Dark Pulse to KO the Bronzong, which he did.
And this
And that is a cloister.
it should be able to Dark Pulse.
Oh, he does not. He
Oh
switches out.
man, he had the perfect team comp against.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, this is bad. And then this Dark Pulse is going to be able to come through. Wow.
Yeah, the Hydro Pump should nearly KO Probopass. No, it does KO Probopass at that range. It does,
yeah. And then here comes the Dark Pulse.
Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, so that was Razor Leaf Venusaur. I was also expecting Vine Whip there too.
Wow. Man.
Tech Razor Leaf.
Gary Oak basically having the perfect team comp to take care of Biaz.
And it was perfect lead too.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, that was
Yeah, so that Razor Leaf on the Venusaur, like I've seen it every now and then, Razor Leaf on Venusaur, because that extra damage is good.
But then
I think you just want the energy gain.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, if he's just running Razor Leaf, then, like, why not farm down then? Like, not farm down, like, get to, like, undercharge the Psyshock, then KO, then potentially Bulldoze, and then you might be in a better situation. I think you still end up losing. You might end up winning though, like if you land the Bulldoze onto the Alolan Muck.
Yeah, I think yeah, I don't know. B Hayes had an uphill climb the moment he had the bad lead. Well, considering Gary Oak's team, B Hayes had a really uphill climb there.
Yeah.
Uphill climb. Oh.
Yeah, man.
My words are tripping today.
Alolan Muck looks pretty good against B Hayes' team, as we pointed out. Right, needs to catch the Alolan Muck. Wishcash. Oh, the Alolan Muck. Swampert pair, pretty. Or a Venusaur pair, pretty deadly. So.
Yeah, because that answers almost all of B Hayes' team. So let's see. So it's Cloister versus Swampert. So we know Swampert has Sludge Wave and Hydro Cannon.
Yeah.
Does Swampert beat out Cloister?
No, Cloister wins. I'm surprised
because Icy Wind is doing neutral, right?
Yeah. And then as well, he gets the nerf off before Swampert's able to get to. Oh man, is that CMP tie? Does that make sense? Oh, okay, Sludge Wave.
Yes, that was a CMP tie if it was going for Sludge Wave.
Yeah, makes sense. And then should be able to beat it if it's going for Nurse Sludge Wave.
So that is Hydro Cannon for sure. Which Cloyster should be taking like 0.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Sludge Wave.
Yeah, I should get to like a turn afterwards. It's gonna be. Let's see if this Cloyster is able to get an icy win. If it is, that's pretty huge.
I think Cloyster has enough bulk as long as it's not Venusaur.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be able to just barely get to it, and then gonna force a shield.
I think Beihei.
Oh my gosh!
No shield. Wow. So.
Oh yeah, both.
I'm surprised. He should have shielded that.
Yeah, if he would have shielded, he would have been in a pretty good situation. Oh, Gary's
been trying to switch. I saw that Gary was trying to switch. Oh, that mattered. Well, actually, it didn't matter because he didn't shield the Venusaur. Yeah, no, that's game.
Yeah, this is game. Is that a lag kill though? Like,
it wouldn't matter because he didn't shield the Venusaur. Had he shielded the Venusaur, this game would have been different. Like that lag would have made a difference. But he didn't shield the Venusaur, so it really didn't matter. Because the Venusaur wouldn't have enough HP anyways to KO the Wish Cache.
Let's see if this Wish Cache does KO the Muck, which I'm actually not sure it does. Does it KO?
That was a QSA Snarl.
Yeah, does this KO?
So this Mud Bomb, no, it doesn't KO it. It almost does.
Oh,
so
man.
Mud Bomb is super effective, but Muck has the bulk, and Mud Bomb does not have the high damage output.
I think this match is over. Oh, actually, no. Okay. Whoa. Oh, wow. Okay.
I think that was an underfarmed Dark Pulse, which didn't really matter anyways.
Didn't really matter. But if this Venusaur gets to the Sludge Bomb, does it not matter?
Remember, Venusaur has Razor Leaf, not Vine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So that's why it wouldn't matter. The only thing that would have mattered here was if he shielded the icy one. I think that would have made a difference on Gary Oak's side.
Good match, and then we're gonna move on to game number 3. This is where B has to have the chance to play the winner of the Holden and Mudkip Table 1 matchup.
So that Venusaur had to shield like that. I know I keep going back to that, but that was a make or break right there.
Thing is, if he shields though, like, if he shields for sure, it's a huge play. How much energy does he have after all the Razor Leaves?
Enough for a Sludge Bomb, because that Cluster was at enough HP it was at enough HP and that -1 attack drop would have given it a farm to a Sludge Bomb.
He needed the shield later to win the matchup versus Wish Cache though.
I mean, Cluster is a much more immediate threat than a potential Wish Cache in the back.
No, I meant like if he shields Icy Wind, then because he's Razor Leaf, like the Shift Tree is gonna shield the Sludge Bomb.
The bomb.
And then just double foul play.
No, because they would have shielded the Sludge Bomb, then you switched out into a Alolan Mug, switched back into
Wish Cache. You're down a shield.
Wish Cache.
You're down a shield, right? And maybe this.
No, because I think they were both at one shield at that
No,
point,
but he would have used the shield on the Icy Wind.
and that would have been 0 on
On
Gary's, and then Surge Bomb into the Shift Shield would have been 0 on B-Haz's side.
and then
That would have been a 0-0 shield matchup.
no, yeah, which Wishcash beats Alone Muck.
But then, so Wishcash would have been able to beat Alolan Muck,
And then you
but then
you double up. Then you double, like, you even let the Alolan Muck. You put the wish. You put it at super low, and there's no way this, if it's because the Venusaur's Razor Leaf, there's no way it gets to another charge move.
depending on how low Wishcash is,
For sure, there's definitely a play, like if Gary Oak lets. The thing is, like, the lower it is, the more likely the Wishcash gets a Blizzard as well. So you have to, like, find the perfect median where you can farm down the Wishcash and still get to
a Surge Bomb for the
yeah,
Shift Tree.
yeah. That's a very delicate matchup.
Had it been Vine Whip, I think that would have been a much
Yeah,
different.
I think if it was Vine Whip,
I think Gary could have won.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, that Razor Leaf, that tag on Razor Leaf is actually pretty good against the Mud Boys because
I think, like,
it kills them pretty fast.
it does. It just not. The thing is, like, I don't want to say this because it sounds terrible, but the Razor Leafs are just not strong enough to stop a Wishcash from getting to a Blizzard, which I think is the reason why there was, like, a lot of people like Shift Tree, because it's able to get to a Leaf Blade before a Wishcash switch in can get to a Blizzard. It's still a good matchup. It leads you, like, you farm down the Mud Boy, then you're left with, like, likely a move that's going to be resisted once or twice over.
I mean, Venusaur is one of those Pokemon where it wants and needs to get the energy gain. It doesn't want to do damage because it's not worth it. It's tanky enough to get 2 or 3 charge moves, which down here in Great League, that is amazing.
For sure. We're going to move on to game number 3. I'm sure they were discussing whether or not
that lag mattered.
I'm assuming.
Which I don't think it did. It was just the shielding. The shielding is the thing that mattered, which was nothing to do with lag. That was the player's conscientious choice.
All right.
See, so B-Haz is leading with Cloyster again. So what is Gary gonna lead with? So Gary leads with Probo. That's a positive matchup.
What else would be? That's pretty much it, right? He has to call.
Yeah, just Probo.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a positive matchup.
I mean, I would have said Vine Whip, Vine Whip Venusaur too, but it's Razor Leaf, so no.
Let's see though. Razor Leaf Venusaur is actually able to win in the
against Cloyster
in the 1 and 2 shield.
Are you firing off? What about if you don't fire off a Frenzy Plant? What if you just want to farm it down with Razor Leaf?
You don't get to a Frenzy Plant. You just KO with the Razor Leaves.
You don't get to Frenzy. Oh no.
Okay, so man. This is not a great situation for the Swampert.
So really purple battle.
Okay, so
into Venusaur, and that'll be into the Shift Tree.
Interesting.
I think B-Haze wins this now, cause that's a shielded Frenzy Plant. Do you think B-Haze has noticed that it's Razor Leaf and not Vine Whip?
Is it Vine? Is it Razor Leaf? I think it's Vine Whip.
Yeah, it's Razor Leaf. No, it's Razor Leaf.
He's getting to those charge moves really quick though.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw like the little C's from Razor Leaves.
I guess we can ask Gary Oak afterwards, but this puts this shift. Man, I don't think it's Razor. People are saying it's not Razor Leaf. I think it's Vine Whip.
Yeah, the thing is Vine Whip.
Oh man, this is not good for The, yeah,
Shiftry would be a way lower at
that's Vine Whip. But
with.
then, oh man, does that change the outcome of? Oh man, shielding Leaf Blade.
There's no point in ever shielding against Shiftry with your Alolan.
Don't shield against it. Don't shield.
Yeah, because you don't care about the foul
Oh,
play
okay.
or leaf blade.
Dark Pulse is fine, and then switch out into Swampert.
Yeah, for sure it has to be. Switch out on the Mud Bomb. Oh, so B Haze is going to go for the Blizzard.
Oh man, this is a huge call. If he calls his shield, this is game. This is pretty much game.
So let's see. Does Gary shield?
Oh,
Gary
does not
shield.
does not call the shield.
So this is going to be Hydro Cannon for the near knockout. Yeah,
Is
near
he
knockout.
gonna be able to farm down? It's still anyone's game, but
Mud shot before Mud Bomb. Yeah. So now it's going to go into the Cloister.
or when I come to the Shift Tree.
I think Cloister is better at this point. Oh, it's Shift Tree.
What can he? Unless he Sludge Waves here, which he could.
Oh,
he does not. He does not. Oh, and this Cloister farms down. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's GG for Gary Oak.
Yeah, he has to shield this. Ooh, this is still. Man, this is still. There's still a potential win condition. Well, may not now because he has way too much. Is he QSAing here? Wait, is he not afraid that there's gonna be a sludge wave?
I think Hayes was actually trying to get the icy one out, but they.
Oh, he gunk shot!
Oh my god!
He gunk shot! He gunk shot!
It's gunk shot!
But this is not.
Oh man!
Oh no way!
The knockout. Whoa!
Does Dark Pulse KO?
Dark Pulse KOs. I think even at -1, Shift Tree's so frail.
Wow! That QSA cost Behaze that match though. He should have just fired off the. He should have fired off that icy wind. He fires off the icy wind. That Dark Pulse probably doesn't KO. Wow!
Oh my god! Wow!
Gunk shot! Wow!
Oh my god! Whoa!
Wow!
Wow!
You can say Gary Oak just took out the trash. Wow, that is. Wow.
Oh man!
B Hayes had that match though. He had that match though. He just had to fire off the icy wind.
Yeah, no, for sure. That icy wind costed him. I think he was trying to get the icy wind off, but I don't think it was letting him.
You think so? Is it gonna be rematch?
Yeah, because I've had that happen to me where I'm not QA I'm trying to get my charge move off, and the game is not registering it. It's registering.
They're probably discussing it right now. That's a tough call, right? Like, unfortunately, I don't know how to play back the video.
But there wasn't any lag. There wasn't any issues. That was just a misplay on Bhaze's part. Yeah, I'm positive. Yeah, Roberto. I'm pretty sure that he was trying to get that charge move off, but the game was just not letting him. I think that's more so that the game is just not up to par than it is lag or anything else.
Wow,
This is one of those games. This is one of those games, one of those matchups that if they have to redo it, B Hayes is gonna win it because now he knows Gunk Shot is in play. So that would have been a totally different game.
So B Hayes led Cloister right into Swampert, and then you saw the immediate switch out into Alolan Muck. In that case, B Hayes might even stay in. Cloister beats Alolan Muck.
Yeah.
Right, and then you have Shift Tree for Swampert, and then you have what else did he have? He had no. What did B Hayes have? He had Cloister, Shift Tree, Wish Cache, and then Gary Oak had Venusaur,
Swampert, lead, Alolan Muck, and Venusaur in the back.
The thing is, like, what? Oh man, the thing is, like, he doesn't have any play against this Venusaur unless he lines up his Cloister to the Venusaur. I think I think it's anyone's game still if they replay it.
Yeah, but that gunk shot surprise is
It's huge for sure. No, I don't doubt that. But the thing is, like, as soon as that cloister comes out of play, um, like can Venusaur just sweep?
the thing is, B-Haze would now be saving a shield for the gunk shot against the cloister, which would make a big difference.
Man,
Because Alolan had to land the gunk shot against the cloister, and then it had to get the dark pulse.
two dark pulses. Oh man, I can't believe he had gunk shot. That flips the 0, the 1 if he lands the gunk shot, and then even the 2 matchup is very close. But yeah, it's very close, and then Venusaur can farm down afterwards. I think if Gary Oak switches in and is able to land the gunk shot, it's game over.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. So apparently, it is Vine Whip, not
Yeah,
Resonate.
yeah.
I was reading it wrong. I guess I was reading the animation wrong.
Yeah, to be honest, I thought it was Vine Whip, but the resolution's kind of low on my screen. So, but I just saw like how much the energy generation was.
Yeah, the energy generation kind of.
Yeah,
I was still on the mindset that was Razor Leaf, so I didn't want to push away from that mindset.
that's like
but yeah, no, that was definitely.
a gutsy move by. That's gutsy move on both sides. Both sides not like Bihay's not coming with a direct Venusaur counter, and then Gary Oak coming in with Venusaur despite 3 hard counters on Bihay's team. The bench pressure not enough to scare away. I think the thing is like, Bihay's has to line it up. So. Oh, but did did Bihay's misplay it though? Because it was Cloyster Swampert, right? And then Alolan Muck came in, right?
Yeah, so it's Cloister versus Swampert.
Why didn't he come in? Oh no, wait, was that? No, or did he come in Venusaur? Oh, okay, he came in Venusaur. Yeah.
Versus Cloister.
He switched in Venusaur.
2 Ice Shards from the Cloister, 2 Mudshots from the Swampert. Swampert switches out into the Alolan Mug. Then Bihayze switches.
No.
Bihayze stays with Cloister for a little bit longer, then switches Cloister into the Wishcash.
Didn't they? No, wasn't it Cloister versus Swampert? Then he switched in Venusaur, and then Bihayze counter switched to Shiftry, burned both shields, and then the Shiftry KO'd the Venusaur. Right. Then Alolan Muck came in.
Yeah, you're right. It was Venusaur. I was thinking of a match prior to that.
Oh, looks like they're gonna replay it.
Are they replaying?
I actually think advantage Gary Oak into this replay because he knows that this Venusaur is basically his key to win. Unless the Cloister stays in, the Cloister staying in on Venusaur is probably might even what. Yeah, the Cloister staying in I think is the key for Bihayze to win.
Let me ask them if they are rematching. Or did Alola tell you that they're rematching?
No, she hasn't told me anything yet.
So I think right now we have Holden McGroin and Mudkip. So we're going on to the next ones.
So the match held up. Okay, so now we see Holden versus. Okay, so the matchup held. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, debatable, but I think that makes sense. I'm fine with that. Okay, so we see Holden versus Mudkip.
So it's Frostess versus Alolan Sandslash.
So this is a very interesting matchup.
Does Alolan Sandslash win this?
I don't. Does it? So Frostess wins the 2, and the 0, but loses the 1. But they need to
So
land
is
the
this an Ice
bait.
Punch or Bulldoze?
Oh.
Ooh, that was a Bulldoze, straight Bulldoze.
Oh
Oh, I don't
man.
agree with that.
Oh
I don't
man.
agree with that immediate switch.
It kind of makes sense now though, right? Like that basically that Alolan Sandslash is basically at 0 energy now. Oh no, is almost at 0 health.
0 HP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does have a lot of energy though. And then we're
It's
gonna
one.
see
Oh my
back to
God, close combat does
it does a
so much.
lot. I think a shield has to come up.
Yeah, shield definitely has to come up.
No, oh
Oh,
no,
no shields. So 1, 2, 3, 3 Dragon Breath. No way.
oh wow, wow, okay.
The process comes in,
But do you come in
or the
drag?
Altaria
Do you
come
come?
in.
Oh, I would say you could potentially come in with Altaria and then Dragon Breath, but it's risky.
Shield.
It's risky.
No shield into Sky Attack. So 1 Powder Snow kills the Altaria.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see.
But I
This
think
process is on a energy right now.
yeah, he has a lot of energy, but this Alone Sandslash has a lot as well, and it's probably gonna fire a
Oh,
charge
that's
move.
dead.
No, oh,
Uh,
he's gonna just double Avalanche here potentially if he has enough energy.
No, he has enough energy. He has Avalanche and Shadow Ball. So he's gonna not want to stay in.
Oh man, okay, he has to call this.
Altaria can take an Ice
No,
Punch.
no. Is this gonna be a bulldoze? Oh my gosh!
It is
Golden!
Bulldoze.
Are you kidding me?
Oh man.
Are you
And
kidding
that's
me?
Resource. That's game.
Are you kidding me?
That is game on
I,
Holden.
I am not gonna lie that Holden did something very similar to me earlier today. So that was an absolutely crazy call.
Wow. The thing is, Altaria can still take an
Oh
Ice
my!
Punch.
Yeah, he definitely did that to me earlier today. Uh, that was nuts. That was absolutely savage.
Man, but wow, that Bulldoze.
Wow, man, like he's done that so many times in so many tournaments against me so many times. Like switches in like basically a Pokemon super weak to a Pokemon, but because they throw off the wrong charge, they throw off the charge move that double resist. That was insane. Wow, that was so gutsy. But with a name like Holden McGroin, you definitely have a take a lot of huge risks. Wow, that was insane.
Yeah, damn, that prediction of
But the thing
Bulldoze.
is, yeah, Mudkip could easily won that though if he switched out faster,
Yeah, for sure.
right? Like,
He took a little too long on the switch out.
yeah. Wow. Wow.
Dang.
That was awesome.
I mean, I would have swapped into Altaria anyways, and I would have not shielded anyways, because I know that Altaria can take an Ice Punch. But that
But
was
that was insane. But the thing,
over-prediction
but
on Mudkip's part.
but the thing is, like at that range, you got double ice punched. And then you don't
Which I think
necessarily
would have
you
been
don't
better anyways.
you don't necessarily know what's in the back though either. It was a gutsy call.
Yeah, for sure. Man, another blue team with Holden. Everyone's just going really blue and white today. So let's see, it's gonna be an Altaria versus Wishcash lead. So this is a positive. This is basically the shield bait, right? If you bait the shield correctly, the Wishcash wins.
No. Wishcash can just double Blizzard.
Oh, Wishcash is just wow.
Yeah. So this Wishcash is like one and a half turns away from this Blizzard. So. Oh my gosh! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No.
That's
No.
for sure.
Don't
Has to
tell
go
me.
into the
No.
Blizzard.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What?
Got it on the exact.
And then,
And then that's the wrong switch. That's the wrong switching.
oh my gosh.
Shielding the frenzy pan for sure.
And you just QSA that oh my gosh.
So here's Avalanche number 1, followed by Avalanche number 2 in a second.
What?
Oh, Mudkip just does not even shield the Venusaur.
Are you kidding me?
That's gonna be what? It's gonna be Wish Cash into the Frostaz. Frostaz is gonna get
Oh my
so Wish is
gosh.
gonna get two Mud Bombs to Frostaz's two Avalanche.
Yeah. Oh man, that was a
So this is a shield. Oh, no shield on the Frostaz. So
no
Frostaz is gonna
shoot.
faint to the Mud Bomb.
I think it's gonna survive. Then he's gonna switch out
Oh
into
no!
Altaria,
Wow.
and then he's gonna beat it to. Let's see here. It's a following Altaria. Oh my gosh! And
Into the Dragon
here
Pulse.
comes the Dragon
That's it.
Pulse. Oh my gosh! I don't think
Wow, Holden.
I think this barely survives. Yeah, and then gonna be able to get off the sky. Should be able to get off the sky attack. No. Yeah, gonna be able to get off the sky attack.
Yeah. But the thing is, Holden still has a shield, so it doesn't really matter at this point. Which I think he's preserving it for the Swampert in the back. Yeah, he's preserving
And
it for the Swampert. Oh no!
it doesn't even KO either.
Wow.
Wow. Expect the mud bomb to come through. Yeah.
Yeah, which faints down the Altaria.
Wow.
Wait, does it faint down the Altaria at that
It's pretty
HP
close.
range?
It's actually pretty close. And then here
Oh, it does
comes.
faint it down. And then Frostaz is just gonna. Oh wow!
Okay, yeah, yeah. We're just this.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Wish Cash gonna run through this entire team? No.
Oh man! Wow!
Wow.
That blizzard!
Oh my gosh.
Frostaz into the blizzard switch.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man!
Oh wow. Okay.
Yo, that was impressive.
That man. Now they're gonna move on to game number 3. That was unreal. Like. Oh man, my mind is blown by that play. You like basically counted it correctly. So the thing is, like, Altaria gets to the sky attack after 7.5 turns, and basically you do 3 more Dragon Breaths and then switch out. Is like exactly when Wish Cash gets to the Blizzard.
So when Altaria gets into Sky Attack plus 3 Dragon Breaths,
And then you switch.
that's when Wish Cash gets Blizzard?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That is crazy. Wow.
Some crazy predictions, some crazy switches. Holden McGroin is, I guess, one of the best switching players in this whole entire game.
Man, have you seen that video where he switched in? He basically had one win condition. Like, I think it was like a Zoomerol versus Swampert, and then he had a Steelix in the back. And the Swampert he knew had Sludge Wave because he got Sludge Wave earlier in the best of 3. And then he switches in the Sludge Wave into the Steelix. It was a God mode move.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Oh my gosh, that was honestly the
So
best.
this is
Yeah, so expect the counter.
so this is the
switch.
third match.
Yeah,
Let's see how hyped this third match will be. So he's QSing the Avalanche.
yeah. I'm not sure if he did that on purpose or like hit it on purpose or.
So the Wish Cash is taking the Avalanche. So the Wish Cash
What's he-
definitely has 2 Mud Bombs at this point. 2 Frostasses, 2 Avalanche. And this is going to be a shield.
expect he QSA'd him, so I expect no shield.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is a Mud Bomb.
Even if he double mud bombs here, he kind of wants to farm with Heracross.
Yeah, for the Frostlass.
Oh no, he's gonna.
So he decides to shield. So let's see. So I think Wish Cash should beat it to a third Mud Bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised by that play there.
Oh, Holden's just straight up shielding this Frostlass.
He wants to.
He's gonna immediately switch into the Heracross. Yeah, there we go. Oh, into the Swampert.
Yeah, he wants to bait out this Altaria. Oh, here comes Venusaur.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
Venusaur. He's gonna get the Sludge Wave off for sure.
yeah. And this is pretty much a GG. He's gonna get the Sludge Wave. Oh wow, which actually does a
Yeah,
decent
such a
amount.
what wasn't gonna KO it.
But he has Mudkip has a shield, right? So Holden's just running through this right now.
No, I think Mudkip is out of shields at this range.
No, Mudkip has one more shield.
Oh, Mudkip does have one more shield. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah, and then here
That
comes
Mudkip was out of
yeah,
shields.
here comes Altaria. Altaria
We're just gonna farm it down with Dragon
just
Breaths.
yeah. Even this close combat, not enough to warrant a shield because you want to save the shield for
The
Frostlass.
Avalanche.
Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. Nice switch out.
Yeah, and Frost is not gonna get two Avalanches.
There's no
It
way.
doesn't even have enough energy for two Avalanches. Because I saw he was still a Powder Snow away from Shadow Ball.
Yeah, and then here comes the sky attack. So Holden playing it correctly. The thing is, like with Venusaur in the back, that was like a little bit too hard for him to overcome. But wow, okay, we're gonna move on to the fourth and final round, and I believe Gary Oak. Gary Oak is the highest.
Yeah, Gary Oak won. Yeah, they weren't doing
No, but Gary Oak is no B has is the yeah,
B has lost. Gary Oak won. The match stood,
but
and I was wrong. Gary Oak does have Vine Whip.
but B has is the highest ranked X1 that hasn't played Holden yet. So we should see Holden versus B has in the finals, with B has having the chance to upset.
I think doesn't Gary get to go, or did Gary lose at one point?
No,
Gary did lose at one point.
but Gary has lost at one point, right? So
So it's B has versus Holden
yeah,
and Mudkip versus Berg.
yeah.
So we're gonna see Mudkip and Berg first, or are we just gonna go straight to Holden and B hates?
Let's just go straight to. Do we want to? That's a pretty good matchup, right? Mudkip versus Verk. Have they played each other yet? No, they haven't. Verk played B has. Okay, what does chat want to see? Chat, do you want to see? Do you want
Do
to
you want to see
see?
both? One of them? And if you only want to see one, which one?
Okay, they're gonna. Alola, it's decided. Okay, yeah, let's see both of them. Okay, Mudkip versus Verk. That's a good match. Oh man, I'm still blown away by that. Man, these last four matches that we streamed
Games
have
been
been
all
unreal,
over.
unreal. Like it's unreal. Like this is like when you go into this is why I view Monster Ball whenever I see the matches. It's like basically every match is like a championship match, right? It's like every match you're playing against someone that plays into the finals, right? Like there's no easy matchups here.
Yeah, like there's surprise gunk shots, amazing switches, no correct shielding.
Oh man, this is okay. Let's see. Okay, Mudkip versus Verk. Okay, let's look at their teams. So, what do you like?
I see Charizard coming in and destroying Mudkip's team the moment Wishcash, Altaria, and Swampert are down, which Shiftry answers.
I think you see Charizard Cloyster being a really powerful combination core for
Oh
Verk.
yeah, for sure.
That basically covers the entire team.
Yeah, and Shiftry in the back just because it's Shiftry.
Yeah, exactly. Right, like, um,
I think Shiftry can even lead.
Shift Tree lead. Yeah, I could see that.
Because what? Shiftry gets to two foul plays before Altaria gets to the one sky attack.
I think no, Altaria will get to the sky attack, like after like the fifth snarl. So 7.5 seconds.
Let me check that out.
It does beat it towards it, but it's it shouldn't. It might be like the next one is like it should be like two more snarls away before it gets to another foul play against Altaria.
Yeah, so Altaria does get to sky attack before Shiftry gets to two charge moves.
Yeah, in that case, you just have to like respect the shields, but it is like a pretty decent matchup for Altaria. It can even tank one of the. Does it win down a shield like in the 0-1 and 1-2?
No, in the 1-1, so in the 0-0, Shiftry win. No, Altaria wins.
Altaria should win all shield, even shield matchups. Okay, anyways,
Yeah.
okay, so um, regardless, let's take a look here. So
So we're Mudkip's perspective.
yeah,
I like his team name, Last Surprise. I don't know if he's been having that for the whole entire time, but I just saw it now.
yeah. Oh man, okay.
So Mudkip really likes Altaria lead, I've noticed. Because for the most part, he's been leading Altaria.
So on Verg's side, it's a pretty good lead. Like he just has to anticipate the cloister, right?
Yeah, that's about it. Only, well, I mean, Bronzong is also kind of walls
It's a
Altaria.
pretty even matchup, right? Like it like there's a couple ways to play it. Like Bronzong can be because they're both generating 3 energy per turn. They both have 45 energy charge moves. Altaria Sky Attack's better than Psyshock, but Dragon Breath and Sky Attack are resisted. Altaria a little bit bulkier, so it's a pretty even matchup. There's definitely depending on IVs, depending on when you throw the Sky Attack, are all considerations on how you play the Bronzon Altaria matchups. We're gonna leave Cloister. Yeah, this is a horrible matchup.
Oh,
So
this is
you got to get out of there. Does he have a lone Sand Slash?
Vergi got the so it's Altaria, Alolan Sandslash,
Let's see if this
and
Charizard's gonna
Venusaur.
play. Oh,
Oh, it's
what the
Shiftry.
heck? Wow, really? Whoa,
Wow.
whoa, whoa.
So this is a leap plate for sure.
Really? I was 100% expecting
Charizard.
Charizard, and I was like, this match is pretty much over. Um,
That's what I thought so too. Unless Vergi didn't bring Charizard.
but
I don't think Vergi brought. I think Vergi brought Bronzong in the back. Bronzong or Noctowls in the back.
oh, he
Oh,
just
there was Charizard.
brought the wrong
Oh, there was
Pokemon
a
in.
misclick.
Oh no.
Oh, it was a misclick.
No, Fergie, no.
Oh, Vergi.
Oh, Fergie.
The worst part is that Charizard beats out the rest of the rest of Mudkip's team.
Yeah,
Oh man, that Shift Tree was useless in the long run, but still,
here comes the
that's
Dragon
Dragon
Claw.
Claw.
Yeah, might be able to get to a second one. Very likely to get to a second one.
I think he wants to
And
swap out,
he's gonna switch.
into the cloister.
Ooh, okay. This actually kind of a well. He's up 2 shields, right?
Yeah, he's up one shield.
Yeah. Up 1 shield. Yeah, right. Now they're even shields, but
So this is Razor Leaf Venusaur. No, I'm kidding. It's Vine Rip. I know, guys. I'm just messing.
uh, he had that matchup. Like he basically called it perfectly, and then he.
Threw it away by swapping it to Shift Tree.
The thing is,
Maybe not actually.
I don't know. I think this frenzy plant still KOs. Even double debuffed. I actually probably would have, to be honest, if I was Vergy, like maybe the actual only play was stop attacking. Stop attacking, load up with 2 Dragon Claws. You know what I mean? Like I think that's the
Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. I think you literally just stop attacking, hope that he doesn't recognize it, he faints you down with Frenzy Plant, you farm down the Venusaur. I think that's like the only play.
Does Blastburn kill at that range with Altaria?
Ooh,
No?
you might be right, to be honest. You might be I think you're right.
Because Blastburn is just OP in this game. I know that for a fact.
Oh no,
I think Blastburn
no, Blastburn only does
does it-
2 more HP.
2 more HP. Oh, okay. I think maybe if it's Blaziken's Blastburn, I think that would kill.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Blaziken would be a higher. So Blaziken Blastburn does 51. So
As opposed to Charizard's
45
how
on
much?
47. I don't think it'd be enough.
That's a
I
No,
think
no, that would have been enough. That
I
would have been
think I
enough.
think literally Vergiver's only play. Stop attacking, farm down with Charizard, and then double Dragon Claw.
Double declaw, yeah.
Yeah, like, but that's a crazy, like, you would have to hope that they like, oh, they're so panicked to rush to get to the frenzy plan.
Yeah, that they won't notice that you're not attacking.
Because obviously they could just farm you down all the way and then hit a hit it over there. So
Man, that's some big level strats here. Oh man, I've thought about doing that one time, but I'm like that's so risky. This game is all about I damage. Like I need every second to count
yeah,
for
yeah.
damage, but I
Or another way is like you icy win and do no damage. That way you like kind of debuff it. And anyways, there's like some potential plays. That's a crazy play. I would never pull that off in a tournament because I definitely would never anticipate to do that. Um, so let's see here. How do you like to play with this matchup?
I think you just stay in for both Pokemon. There's no point in switching out because both Pokemon are doing neutral
You gotta call the shield.
and
Oh, didn't cause
oh
it.
no shield.
Yeah, the thing is,
So does that mean he has Charizard in the back? He does.
oh, but he can.
Into the Swampert.
Oh, he's gonna come. Oh, what the?
No!
No! My God!
No! No!
Wow!
Oh, that's what happens when you over anticipate. Oh
What the?
man!
What the?
Wow!
That is incredible mind games.
Yo, that was amazing, Mudkip. Oh man. Oh, I'm in shock. No
What?
way.
Wow.
That's how you get into the opponent's head. That's how you know you got into someone's head when they just do that. It's an immediate wow.
There was like no reason to immediately switch either. There's nothing on Vergiver's team that like doesn't have like a Probopass like where like no on Mudkip's team doesn't have a Probopass where like instantly like three shot the
There's nothing on Mudkip's statement. He could literally stay in until he sees the full animation. Wow. Oh man, and now Clutch is at 0 shields. Oh man, no, this is Mudkip's game. That's it. That's Mudkip's game.
oh man oh man that's absolutely nuts.
Wow.
I am in like it's I guess it's not quite over yet.
No, it's over. That's it. It's over.
Let's see here. You might have a. Yeah, let's see here.
No point. The Swampert beats out the Charizard.
Yeah.
Swampert gets to a high cannon
It does.
before.
It does. It does. And he anticipated the switch too.
Wow.
Oh man, here goes the Blast Burn though, or Dragon Claw. Probably he has that Blast Burn though.
No, I think it's Dragon Claw.
He's
Oh, it is Blast Burn.
because he did like two into the Sand Slash, and then switched. Nice farming by.
Oh my God! Wow.
Man.
This is why I always wait until the Pokemon completely pops out to switch.
That was absolutely crazy.
Yo, that's insane. I'm in complete shock.
Oh man, that was. I've never seen a Alolan Sand Slash switch into a Charizard.
Leave it to Mudkip to do that. Wow, and if you notice, Mudkip brought Swampert in every single matchup, so I'm proud of Mudkip.
Man. Oh man. Oh my gosh. That was unreal. He literally could have farmed down and then double Blast Burn the Swampert. Or even switched out to close. Oh man, there's so many plays he could have done. Wow.
I'm in disbelief. So guys, this is why you don't instantly switch out. Because sometimes you don't know. Sometimes the player Because everyone gets so much into their heads where if
You know,
someone switches out, they're
you know what?
always switching into the counter, but sometimes they're not.
So
You never know.
Zionic calls that kind of strategy Jar Jar Binksing them. So,
I see it. I see it.
wow, that was these plays are absolutely insane. Like, you know what Mudkip's thinking? Mudkip's like, Holden put on a show against me, and now I'm gonna put on literally a show against every other single competitor that I'm ever gonna face on stream.
Oh man, Mudkip is like, I don't care. I've already lost one match in this. I can throw the last one. I don't mind. Wow.
Wait, he didn't need to fit. Oh man, that was okay. So okay, Fergie, don't switch into Charizard here.
Yeah, I think Reggie might switch into Charizard. Don't you know Charizard is the counter
Okay,
to Swampert?
okay, still a nice switch, but Charizard's gonna likely come in.
I don't know. Maybe he might. No, he decides to not even go for one or two snarls. Just immediately switches out.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't want this Venusaur to get too much of energy advantage. And I don't think you even necessarily shield this.
No, you have to. If you're
Oh,
Charizard, you have to.
I think you faint down because you he doesn't get to another charge move. I think that's a mistake because the thing is, this Swampert can one shot you, and it's not going to be able to. You know what I mean? Like it has to feint you with a charge move, right? It's not going to feint you down with. Well, I guess he came in Altaria, so. Um,
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think the Charizard needed to
and I think this is a
do that.
mistake. I think this is a mistake on Mudkip's side too. Like coming in Altaria, doesn't he need the Altaria for the shift tree later?
Yeah, he does. So I don't know
I
why
don't
he
know
did
why he's
this.
doing this. This is a very weird
Even to
play.
burn out the energy from Charizard, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is a very weird play. And this Charizard's gonna get to this Dragon Claw beforehand. Shield's gonna come up, and then yeah, this is a weird
I think
play.
Mudkip did that whole entire low in Sand Slash and just said, I can lose the third game. I don't mind.
Oh yeah, here comes Cloyster. Cloyster gonna have a positive matchup against both shields. And now it's gonna get to this Sludge Wave is not gonna KO
That
though.
is the last shield. Yeah, no, Such Wave is nowhere near to KOing.
And
It's gonna do
then
about 50% though.
yeah, and then you're
Oh
gonna
wow, that does about
it's CMP
55.
tie. Wow. Um, man, did let's see here. Uh, let's see. He's gonna want to build up. Oh, got a little too greedy there.
Yeah.
I don't love this play. Like, let's see here. He has to hit. Okay,
Does he switch? No. So he just
no,
goes for the Hadra Cannon
and
to knock
then
out the Cloister.
I think the shift tree just farms down, and then hopefully can it'll beat the Altaria to a charge move. Right, like you definitely
Yeah, for sure.
come in
Yeah, you
shift
come in
tree,
with Shift Tree.
and then you even just faint down with snarls. To be honest, like this is a weird. Yeah, well, that was weird though. Was not weird. Like, why did he come in with Swampert?
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
why either. Just goes into the Charizard, of course. Nice shiny flex.
Okay, that was all right.
See,
Okay.
I told you, Charizard is the counter to Swampert. Did you see how Charizard took down Swampert?
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. All right. Okay. Let's that was
That was a weird set.
as Remberto says, that was a weird set, but entertaining nonetheless. So we're gonna see in the finals, we're gonna see the number 2 and number 3 ranked players coming into this tournament. Gonna look to sweep, and then B has looking for that upset. Gonna look for some redemption from the previous round. So how do you see their teams stack up?
So we have B Hayes and Holden, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see that Heracross come in because while Heracross answers Shift Tree and Cloister, it just loses to Noctowl, Brontongue, and it'll and Marowak. And I know Holden loves that Heracross.
He might bring it, to be honest. Like, um,
I mean, sorry, close combat just hurts a lot, so he might still bring it, but I don't see why he would.
Yeah.
Again, Frostas is a very good safe switch, and
Hmm.
Shift Tree beats out Cloyster, Wishcash, and Bronzong. And a Alola Marowak, depending on energy.
Yeah. So we're gonna see this from
Be Hazy side again.
hold inside. This is a
Oh, we're seeing it
huge.
from.
This should be
Oh yeah,
really.
we are seeing it
This
from
should be a
Holden.
really good finals though. These are both like really incredible players that whenever I scrim with them beat me very often. So looking forward to seeing how they play.
So the real question is B Hayes gonna finally use Alola Marowak? Because I think it has a pretty good matchup here.
Yeah.
Because Heracross
It beats Heracross in Frostlass, but
and Frostlass
doesn't it has
and
iffy
Bone Club
matchups.
does a good amount of damage to Probo.
But
Sorry, what were you gonna
but
say?
this Pro Bowl probably has Rock Throw, which does flip the matchup. Typically, the matchup would go for Alolan Marowak when it has Spark, but because the super effective Rock Throws that deal a ton of damage, um,
Is it not Spark? Is
it's
it
a,
not Spark Probopass?
I think it's Gary Oak who had the Spark Pro Pass. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Holden's is Rock Throw.
Just Rock Throw?
Yeah.
Which these sets might be convincing me to use Rock Throw on my Probo, but I don't know, man. I much rather have the energy gain. That's just me though. But Rock Throw, I see how good Rock Throw can be potentially. But on B Hayes' side, I think B Hayes can just lead Noctowl. No, I think Bronzong is the best lead on B Hayes' side.
Bronzon. There's just two hard counters though. Okay, all right. Let's see here.
I don't think B Hayes has any really good safe lead that
Yeah,
just doesn't.
yeah. And while
Yeah, I don't think so.
Holden is deciding to pick his team, shout out to Lola Hardock for putting this all together. She does a really excellent job in coordinating the Monster Ball Telegram chat, and they hold a lot of tournaments and a lot of like crazy gameplay, and it's very cool to see them played out. So gonna lead Altaria into Wishcash, and then
Wish Cash.
so B Hayes has to know what his strategy is, right? He's gonna get to
I'm
this.
not sure. So you're saying so after the Sky Attack, 3 more Dragon
Yeah,
Breaths,
it should be.
and Wish Cash gets Blizzard?
Let's see here. Oh, what the? Wow,
No, that's a Mud Bomb then, right?
there's no way, is he? That's a
Oh,
mud
okay, it
bomb.
is a Mud Bomb.
What's he doing there? That was weird, eh? Unless
And
he was.
that was an undercharged Mud Bomb too.
Wow, that was very odd, right?
Yeah, and this is a Blizzard.
That was a very mature approach by Holden as well, not to. And then can
Immediately shield. Yeah, that's it. And he's just farming him down. So what does he have? So he has Cloyster,
You're gonna switch out into.
and that's gonna be a switch
Frostlass?
into the Frostlass. Oh, and this time we didn't see any immediate switch outs. So,
Oh, okay, low battery.
uh-oh. We're low battery,
Are you gonna
guys.
see a counter switch into shift tree?
Oh, no, that's game. Because Heracross counters both of these Pokemon.
Yeah.
Literally, you just use his counter.
Yeah, it doesn't even necessarily need to. Well, we'll see. I expect no shield.
Yeah, there should be any shields. Into the foul play. Oh, Leaf Blade. Which should kill it anyways.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
he does still have Altaria alive. I completely forgot. I thought the Altaria fainted. No, yeah, that's... Yeah, this is game on Holden's side.
Yeah. What does
Because even if he shields, he has Cloyster. Both of these Pokemon,
He's
Cloyster and
probably
Shiftry,
he's
both
probably
faint to just Heracross.
he's probably shielding, expecting that it's a swamp, like a Swampert in the back or something.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So I think B-Haze is out of shields. So this guy attack should faint out
Yeah.
the Shiftry. Yeah.
And then here comes Heracross.
Yeah, and Heracross still has the shield left, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Go for the Icy Wind. But maybe
Yeah.
these counters still do like 1,000,000 damage.
Yeah, I think Holden might even go for close combat
Yeah.
just to kill it faster.
Yeah, just that. I'm not sure what B-Haze was trying to do there. Yes. With that mud bomb. That was very weird, eh?
I think B-Haze was trying to get the
He's trying to
bait out the mud bomb.
Yeah, but it was way too early, right? Like it was too early. That was very strange. Unless he was like trying to QSA or something. I'm really not sure. That was a very odd play. That's why when it came out.
Even though I said that Heracross shouldn't be brought in this game, lo and behold, B-Haze gives me 2 weak Heracross answers.
The thing is, like, he hasn't shown that he's going to bring his bench pressure, right? Like, he has 3 Pokemon in the back, right, that are very good against Heracross. You think that'd be enough pressure, but Holden just saying, like, I'm going to bring it, and then it's up to you to try to counter it.
Yeah, it's just that counter. Because, like, only a Alolan Marowak resists counter, right? But close combat coming from a Heracross is just so much damage that even with the immunity, which is 4x resistance, it should still do 20% easily.
Yeah, man. Okay. He's expecting one of these. The thing is, he can come Noctowl as a potential counter if he's reading either a Bronzong. Yeah, this is not great for.
So this should be a positive matchup on the Cloyster side, depending on how the shield goes.
Yeah.
So there's a definite shield on Cloyster.
Yeah, for sure. Holden might go for like end up in the shield advantage. Let's see here. He tried to.
Yeah, into Icy Wind shield.
Yeah, he might try to go for the.
So the question is, does he switch? Oh, he does switch into Frostlass. So that's another Icy Wind.
And then I expect BAs to
go into Shiftry? I think it's going to be Shiftry into the Frostlass. No, he's still staying in. Ooh, I'm kind of scared for B-Haze. If he loses Cloyster, he might lose his game.
Yeah. Oh no, he queued up the switch.
So Cloyster did take the Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
As he switched into.
Yeah, and is this Bone Club enough to KO?
No, I don't think so.
And so we're gonna see the Shadow Ball come through. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, the Bone Club is such a bad charge move. It's so bad.
They said the Cloyster shielded, so both shields are down.
And Cloyster shielded. He didn't because he just shielded right now. Cloyster took the Shadow Ball damage.
Yeah.
As the Alolan Marowak switched in.
Yeah. Yeah, never mind. Yeah. That was the Leaf Blade earlier. Here comes the Shadow Ball. Still does a lot, right? Like
Yo, I can't wait for Shadow Ball to get the 10% debuff chance. On defense.
Yeah. So this Cloyster, how much energy does this Cloyster have?
0, because it just used an Icy Wind as the Frostlass came in. But this Alteria's at 0 energy, so he's gonna.
No,
he's gonna switch to Cloyster.
He has a Leaf Blade in the back though, right? That's what he. Yep, he sees it. He wants to.
Yeah, so you see what I mean? How the Cloyster did take the Shadow Ball damage.
Yeah.
I know. Cloyster shielded a Leaf Blade. Choose. Sorry if I sounded aggressive. So this Sleep Play is gonna KO the Cloister. So it's gonna be.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Okay.
that's game. Wow,
Wow.
that's it.
This is twice debuffed, right?
No,
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 just
it's.
once.
Oh,
Just
wait a minute. Did he switch into the shift tree?
oh
Yes, that's a double debuff shift tree. Ooh.
oh ooh.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. The Alteria's like at enough health
Is
that
it?
it's just gonna KO it. With just yeah,
Yeah.
and there's Sky Attack, and that's it.
I think BK's. Yeah, I didn't think that would actually the leap blade would actually KO given all the debuffs, but he probably could have played it out. Like he probably needs to farm up against the shift tree really aggressively to have any chance
Yeah,
of
I
winning
think
that.
he shouldn't have fired the Icy Wind to the
Frost.
Frost Sass. I think he should have saved the Icy Wind and switched out.
He wanted to win. Yeah, he wanted to win switch advantage. Um, yeah, I think he should. He or perhaps even just tank the no shield the shadow ball that's coming in from Frostlass, and then just farm all the way down. That way you have like almost 100 energy, and then you throw the shadow ball and potentially get to another shadow ball against the Altaria. Like that, I think that's the play. Like the Bone Club KOs, obviously that's a huge swing of momentum, but it doesn't KO.
Yeah, it's just Bone Club is just such a bad charge move that I knew. Like even with Frost Sass's Fratility, Bone Club just sucks.
Yeah, yeah,
It's just so bad.
yeah. So I think that's the better play. Just farm it down, right? Just accept that you have to shield the shadow wall, farm it down, get all this energy, and then go from there.
Yeah, that Cloister taking that Shadow Ball was pretty bad. Like I saw that. Like I've seen that glitch happen in my game multiple times where it looks like the move went through and then the Pokemon comes out and it's like full health and you're like, wait a minute, did my charge move even do damage? And it did. It just
Yeah,
hit the Pokemon
yeah.
prior at the Pokemon coming in.
Okay, so coming with a very interesting team.
I think Holden is just trying out something new. Since he's done, he's like, I might as well just try something.
A very anti Wishcash team, except for obviously in the lead. Okay, so
Let's see. So it's Probo versus Cloister, and I think that's a Probo. Yeah, Probo has Rock Throw, so that is a positive matchup on Probo.
he's expecting to switch out, and then counter
To
switch.
Wishcash, and this should be into Shift Tree.
Yeah. And able to get the leaf blade off first. And
Yeah, which Shift Tree is gonna shield, I think.
oh, you mean the Wishcash? You think the Wishcash shield?
Yeah, sorry,
it does
Wishcash
shield.
is gonna shield.
Does shield.
This is a Mud Bomb, obviously. See, I wish Bone Club was like Mud Bomb, but just only for Lola Marowak. Well, Lola Marowak and normal Marowak both get it.
Let's see if this is gonna be Blizzard. Yeah.
Oh, that was a Blizzard.
That was. I get it. Like, man, that was a gutsy no shield, but yeah. He wanted to take the 2-for-1 shield advantage, and hopefully that was going to be enough. But here comes Cloister, and he wins the CMP
So I don't
tie.
think. Yeah, so he's not gonna shield it. Obviously, he's gonna let the Shift Tree faint, and he's gonna switch back into the Pro
Oh,
Pass.
the Heracross.
Into the
my
Heracross.
gosh. Oh, Heracross is going to be able to take advantage of that energy much better. And then switch back into the Probo Pass. Yeah, this matchup's a wrap.
So Pro Pass. Yeah. Because even if
Oh,
Alola
man.
Marowak gets to. Actually, Alola Marowak needs to do. This is how bad Bone Club is. Alola Marowak needs to do basically 4 Bone Clubs to KO the Pro Pass.
I think it's just
Probo Pass,
2.
which is taking.
It is 3?
no.
3? 3,
Yeah, it's,
but
no, it's 2. It's 2.
Yeah, he's going to be able to shield this. And then You're going to be able to
Okay,
hit.
I thought Bone Club was even worse. I thought Bone Club was
Let's
so
see.
much more
Let's see.
worse.
Watch out for the potential. No, I was going to say potential sack, but the switch clock probably hasn't come up yet.
I
Wow.
think Switch Clock comes up right after this Rock Side too.
It looks like they're a couple seconds away.
No, yeah, there's still a bit away.
Yeah.
I thought there was a little
And
less.
this Icy Wind's not even going to KO.
Nope.
Oh, man. Holden McGroin putting on a very dominant performance. Kind of makes me feel better that he beat me in a set this morning. He was clearly ready. Yeah, man. Okay. All right. Very well played. That was a dominating performance by Holden. Hopefully we can get him on the call. Talk about his team. Talk about some of his strategies. I know he really likes Frostlass. I just added Frostlass to my team earlier today to deal with cover up some of my weaknesses, and he was hyping up how good Frostlass was. So, Lisa, are we able to get him on the call? But again, appreciate Lisa for all the tremendous effort here. He's going to be hopefully break down his team, and then we'll go from there. So, what would you get, Matt? What are some of your takeaways from this tournament?
Rock Throw Pro Pass is good. So 50-50 on switching that out now on my Probo. Shiftry spams out everything, which is annoying, but also good. Everyone over relies on a Mudboy in their team, which is not a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing. Like people rely so much on Mudboys that you can predict Mudboys are going to be brought in 90% of all games.
Yeah,
So, and Alolan Muck is a beast.
for sure.
And Venusaur does not have Razor Leaf. Venusaur only has Vine Whip. There is no such thing as Razor Leaf Venusaur.
Yeah. I think we saw some really excellent Cloyster play as well. Ice types are well and alive, right? We saw some really great switches and really mature approaches to the switches. And before, actually, one quick note: before this tournament started, I said it would take 3 hours, and it took 3 hours.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So, but yeah, really, really impressive play. We saw some really high level play across the board. I'm hoping that we get Holden to jump on.
Hey,
We need to
King.
run.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just giving Holden the link to jump in now, so he shouldn't be too far away.
All right, perfect.
Jumping in the hangout.
Perfect. And you want to
Alright.
say anything about Monster Ball? Anything the audience should know?
Yeah, sure. Thank you everyone for watching that came along and watched the stream. Really appreciate it. Monster Ball's next big tournament is our Ultra League Draft, which happens on the last weekend of this month.
Ooh.
And we'll be live streaming that as well on King's channel,
Yeah.
so please join us again for that.
Do you know how many people we anticipate are going to participate in the Ultra League draft? Matt? Are you participating?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to waste a bunch of dust, but I will be participating.
Oh, yay. We've got Kiwi Brandon jumping in on that one. B-Haz is going to be in that as well. Dragon Silk. And there's a few signed up.
Clashing Cliff, I'm assuming.
Wait, it's next. No, it's not next Saturday. It's the Saturday after that, right?
Yes,
It's
after
20
that.
Okay, yeah. I'm actually chilling. I actually have a break that week, so I'll be starting my new job, but they have a training for that, so that week I should be fine. Yeah. Also, everyone, you guys need to right now go to your Alolan Mucks and swap out your acid sprays to Gunk Shot.
Gunk Shot was a man. I'm still shocked by that Gunk Shot. I was like,
Gunk Shot play was amazing.
I was like, this is probably not gonna be over, right? Looks like
Come on.
that was crazy. I can't believe it. That was
And Holden has like the perfect switch. Holden is he should re-nickname his thing to Holden my switches.
yeah, exactly. Hold on, let me switch. That's what I'm gonna
All
tell him.
right.
Okay.
Welcome, Holden.
Holden, can you hear us?
Oof.
Okay.
Holden,
Hello.
Congratulations on the huge win. You
Thank
beat
you.
some really tough competitors. Okay, let's first off walk us through your team. Lisa, are you able to scroll down to his team?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, at the very beginning, I really liked how Heracross played because it beat the Mud Boys, especially Wizcash. And it even beat Shiftry. And even though Golden Sandslash, when that was really hyped at the beginning, it was just really good against a lot of the matchups with counter. And I kind of built it around that. Later on, Frostlass really started to get some hype. Right now, it's super strong. And, I mean, Heracross still is resisted by, or Frostlass still resists Heracross, but regardless, those close combats will do a lot of damage, as you saw against the Altaria there in one of the games. So, I mean, the rest of the team was kind of based around that. I'm running Altaria mainly because I need more of a Noctowl counter, in my opinion. In one of my other teams, I went through about 35 teams combinations to get to this. And just last night, I added Probopass. So.
Okay, tell us why you liked the Purple Pass. What hole did it fill on your team that you had before? And what did it replace?
I mean, I used to have a Alolan Muck, and it worked really well because it was also a really good counter to the Charmers. But I mean, Probopass also counters that, but completely walls some of the flyers and does a very good job against Frostlass. Alolan Muck still wins that, but I think Probopass wins that a little bit better, especially with the Rock Throw, because it could almost just farm it down.
Okay, and then tell us what was in. Let's go back to the matchup against Mudkip, because I've seen your switches a lot, right? So I'm kind of used to them, even though I was freaking out. But walk us through your mindset on those switches.
Well, I knew that Wizcash, the win scenario for Wizcash usually is like the safe win scenario against an Altaria is just double Blizzard. So, and I knew that Blizzard comes a little bit after a Sky Attack. So after doing like one or two Dragon Breaths after that, I switched out into Frostlass. I think he actually saw the switch in, but he accidentally clicked it and it went off. We were actually in the chat and I heard his reaction to it. And he was not happy, but
And then
I had a Swampert in the back as well, so that was like my only case to really catch the Blizzard.
And then which of the teams, like, you have all? Okay, here's a question, and then I'll turn over to Matt or Lisa to ask any more questions. Which of the other opponents' teams would you want to run if you couldn't run your own?
So if I were to run one of the other opponents' teams,
Yeah, like anyone that's participated in this tournament.
The Togekiss did surprise me, but I've been looking at it. It's one of my favorites as well, but I just think that being flying, it just adds more weaknesses, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially in this meta.
Charizard, I was kind of flirting with that at the beginning. It's, I mean, it's really good, but it's way too glassy, especially against Probopass, which is on a lot of teams. The Honchko really surprised me on Lisa's team, actually. I actually somewhat like her team, except Double Flyer. I would actually switch to the Altaria if you want to base your team around Honchko.
Okay, what would you switch it to?
Oh, I'd have to look into that a little bit more. Probably something that counters the fairy types. So she has a Probopass. She has a Swampert. Probopass would give her some issues.
Okay, perfect.
Heracross, maybe?
Heracross.
Or,
I guess that still gives you the charm weakness.
Poliwrath actually would be good on that team.
All right, Matt, do you have any questions?
So would you change your username instead of holding my groin to holding my switches?
I mean, every time I switch, I have to hold on to something, so I think it's still quite fitting.
Okay. When you do these switches, are you confident that they work? Are you like, I got it, or are you like praying that they clicked on the in your case the correct charge move, or from their perspective the incorrect one?
If it's instantly after I switch, then I'm fairly confident. But if there's at least a slight delay, I start to freak out a little bit.
Like if they do one fast move, then you're like, oh no, I might have made a mistake.
Yeah, exactly. Like against Mudkip, actually, I know he did a mistake, and he knew about it, but he did one fast move after, and I was just so dead quiet when that happened. Oh man,
that's crazy. And then so tell us about your overall thoughts on Fusion. What do you think there are keys to success to winning or being very successful in a Fusion Cup tournament?
Yeah, you know what? Initially, I thought it was going to be quite black and white with a set meta, but over the weeks, it's changed quite a bit. Like you look at the teams, and there might be a few similarities, but there's no straight meta from what I've seen. And
Yeah, it's crazy. The fusion is super crazy.
Yeah, and I think it's still evolving, especially with what's it called?
Empoleon
coming in.
Coming on Sunday.
Pokes. Yeah.
Oh man, that's gonna be a big shakeup. Okay. Any final thoughts you want to share about your experience in Monster Ball? Advice you want to give people?
Yeah, you know what? Even if you're against really like everyone in Monster Ball is such a tough opponent, and every match I am stressing out. There's no easy matches. I just take it one at a time, and I mean, even if someone is low ranked, especially, they are one of the top players in the world, like, in my opinion, because no one goes easy.
Yeah,
and
this is
you rarely get people rarely make mistakes, and you have to try and take advantage if they ever do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. This is a very stacked remote server, Telegram chat. Yeah, so congratulations on your huge victory, and best of luck in the rest of Fusion.
Thank you.
Yes, congrats, Holden.
All right. Lisa, any final thoughts you want to share before ending the stream, or Matt, any final thoughts you have?
Orlando Mega Cup, guys.
Ooh.
Come on, we're about a week away.
Yeah.
You guys, if you guys want to see what I'm bringing, the spice, it's right off the spice rack. It's still hot and fresh. I'm still cooking it up, I'm adding a little final touches to it. But I mean, if you guys want to see it in person, you guys got to come down to Orlando.
I'd actually like to take a guess.
Next Saturday.
Okay, go ahead.
You want to
take a
go
guess.
ahead.
It definitely has to have a boost. Because that seems to be your style of play. Oh, man.
Well, when you're 100% guaranteed to get the boost, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You're right. But I will let you know a little secret. It doesn't have any boosting moves. I'm actually very sad. It could get it, but Niantic hasn't given it to it. And I'm sad.
That's spicy.
I'm pretty sure I know what it is, and I don't think I want to say it unless you give me permission.
Go ahead, say it.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
Mantike, actually. It's super tanky. Really?
Nope, it's not Mantike. No, my good friend Jim Corn is using Mantike, but I am not.
Okay. Yeah, Mantike looked really good, but it just does no damage from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So
All
And
right.
you have to max it out, and that's a huge. But yeah.
Okay. Well.
So my spice still stays unknown.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out in Orlando. So.
Yes, hopefully we get you on stream to see that.
That would be good.
Mm.
Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Holden.
Thank you, King.
Thank you, everyone,
Thank you,
for
King.
joining, and hopefully everyone found this entertaining and informative. There were some pretty crazy matches, and I really appreciate everyone for joining, and we'll see everyone in the next stream or video.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.